Travis, Love Will Come Through on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, etc. Got some great tunes actually lined up.
Excellent.
I've brought in some Amy Mann, some Neil Young. I'm playing my favourite Clash track. What have you got for us, Steve?
I got a dynamite hip-hop tune by The Roots, which I think you'll enjoy.
Love it, love it.
Got a little bit of Joni Mitchell, maybe swing that on later.
Oh, excellent. I nearly brought in some Joni Mitchell. Good job I didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't have made any difference. It wouldn't have made any difference.
No, we would have probably played yours, and then I'd have been told to...
Go away.
Carl,
what have you got lined up for us as the producer?
Right, well, Rockbusters.
Been off this week again.
Has he?
Yeah.
Another week off?
Another week off, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a full week off. I had 3 days off because I was working all over Christmas.
Yeah.
And still didn't stop working, preparing stuff. You've got a nice load of prizes there that I've sorted out. I had to come in especially to sort that out.
Yeah.
Rockbusters.
Did you rifle through the drawers at Capital Gold instead of down here?
Yeah. Rockbusters, we're still doing that.
You're bigging it up.
Yeah.
He's bigging it up. Yeah, still doing that.
We've got that. Last week, we sort of changed educating Ricky a bit. Just a little bit.
Don't say we. I don't want to be incriminated in it.
Well, changed it in the sense that rather than giving you too much information about different things, it's hard to sort of keep it all in.
Yeah.
I'm giving you sort of information on one thing. So last week...
because some of your stuff was a little bit too intense. My favourite story was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and got better, and I couldn't take all that in at once. So you should really ration some of the education.
We sort of started
Wasn't last week war-related stories?
Yeah, it was war. Do you think of that then?
What do you think of that?
Sure.
3 things.
And it was the French battle. Going over the top was John's got a moustache, which you think was ambiguous because someone might have said that anyway.
Well, look, you've remembered it, so it's working. So we'll be doing that, and last week
loads of French people have just gone to war who were listening to this.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to learn some science this week.
Did I?
Yeah. so the title this week for that is I Said I Would Sort You Some Science Out. Acid, because that's...
How long did that take you to come up with?
Listen, well, people love Karl. There's comedians come to me and go, Karl's the funniest man. They absolutely love him, right? But I think we're only seeing half of it, right? If we can get him on television, his face then, when he's told me that title, was like a child at Christmas.
Yeah.
He was so proud of it. He was excited what I was gonna... It was brilliant.
It's a bit like when a child's drawn a picture in art class. You know you've got to stick it on the fridge, but you basically think it's crap.
Yeah.
It's very much like that.
All right, Karl?
Is that good?
Yes.
So we'll be doing that. Do we need them?
Yeah. Have you got another one?
We have got another one. Looking at snails this week.
Do we need snails?
Do we need
Because
snails?
I know you're not a fan of snails, are you?
Well, after a bit of research, I found some good stuff out about, like, they sleep for 13 years, some of them.
Yeah.
And that. So we'll be looking into that
you
later.
tried that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
We've got Ritual,
Yeah.
which is something that I told Ricky about.
Yeah, well, last week's was brilliant. It's good to have a flat head in India.
It's good to have a flat head in India.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Well,
that's about it.
I'm going to just play one of my favourite Smith tracks.
Can I just make a request? So I'd quite like, if you've got time, to bring back, just for 1 week only, White Van Karl.
Sure.
Because there's some quite interesting topics this week.
Oh, there's things happening in the world.
There's some
Karl
things
doesn't think
happening.
there is.
No.
There is a light that never goes out.
What?
Someone's left one of those little things in here. It's brilliant, isn't
It's
it?
amazing. What are they called, those things?
I imagine just there, I was thinking of being in the front row at a Morrissey concert and going, can I just play along? They are brilliant.
I don't know what kind of sound that is.
I don't know. It's only used for when Kenneth Williams
Yeah, exactly.
sees someone undressing.
Yeah.
That's the only time that is used, that noise.
Exactly.
That is
But
brilliant.
it's like it was specially created for the Carry On films.
Yeah, we need... I don't know what it is, but we need something when I walk in and see someone changing. Well, what about this? There is a light that never goes out by the Smiths. I phoned Karl up in the week, yeah, and I said, what are you doing? He went, well, even though it's one of my days off, I'm just doing some research on the web. Found anything and said, yeah, I'm doing science. And then he said, you can get wigs for dogs in Tokyo. That's his scientific fact. And I went, what do you mean? Dogs, if they need a wig? I said, if they need a wig, what? Dogs going bald? And he went, like, this is fine to him. He went, It's a stressful city, Tokyo. The world's all right with Karl. He's always got an explanation. I've only ever seen him confused once. When, in Edinburgh, he looked out of his window one day and he saw a bloke putting a parking ticket on some rubbish.
Yeah.
And that genuinely confused him.
Yeah.
He couldn't work out, could you?
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
And the woman breastfeeding her 8-year-old child, you didn't like, did you?
I don't like that. But, the what's the name? Animals with wigs. I kind of thought, after I put the phone down to you, I kind of thought about it, thought, yeah, it's a bit daft, that.
You sure it's not the ageing pop group?
No.
The Animals?
But when you think, have you ever seen, like, a bald pet?
No.
It's weird.
What do you mean?
Because my mum, we had a cat, we used to get through loads of cats because we lived on a...
Oh, God, it started early today, isn't it?
What do you mean?
It's only 10 past 1.
What are you doing?
No,
running a restaurant?
We lived on...
Oh, God, what do you mean?
No, we lived on, like, a main road.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we used to get through a lot of them. And
It was
kept
their
saying,
risk.
you know, stop wasting money, you know, it's not
Stop
good.
wasting money, not wasting cats.
Right, so, anyway, we had this cat that was ill all the time. And,
It's just bag of nerves, probably.
Yeah, malingerer. Yeah, I'm terrified.
I'm going to which house?
Rome. Oh, God, bloody hell. Rome.
Don't let me go to the Pilkingtons.
and it, for some reason, it kept being sick all the time. Right?
Yeah, that is nerves. That's definitely nerves.
So my mum kind of thought, I've had enough of this, and she shaved it.
Whoa. Whoa. Now, I know you're not vets in your family, but what correlation did your mum think there was between you being sick and shaving it?
Because it kept being sick, and it was a pain to wash, because it kept getting
So
caught
she
up.
wanted a dry wipe cat.
So...
Why didn't you just varnish it? What?
It's weird, though.
So now he's cold and sick.
No, but not all of it. She left sort of the back half, but sort of from its waist, sort of.
I love that! Shave it because it's sick on itself!
And
That is
it was
genius.
the weirdest looking thing. I mean, normally I like cats. I'm always like giving yours a stroke on the head and that.
Yeah.
As soon as she did that, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
can't touch it. And then
So now it's sick, cold, and hated.
Yeah.
Karl.
It must have, I mean, the other cats must have been taking the mick out of it constantly. It's just making things worse. Did it get, I'm hoping that it got run over and was put out of its misery.
no, I think it got all right, that one. Or is that the? Yeah, it did get run over. It did.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home, I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever.
Yeah.
First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that.
Do you remember the first time you saw Steve? No, I'm not being funny. Do you remember the first...
Yeah, but I've said this before, it's always, then you get used to how people look, and you don't... No.
I'm gonna burst. You have to play a record.
No, but...
Because I just see Steve's face.
No, but I've got used to it.
Shut up.
Let You Down. Gold Rush on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais. Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Brilliant.
Rick,
So-
I was in, I don't know whether I should tell you this because it might rock you to the very core.
Go on.
But I was in an Indian restaurant the other night, and you've not seen the film. Have you seen the film Notting Hill?
I haven't, no.
Right, in the film Notting Hill, have you seen that, Carl?
Yeah,
Do you remember the bit, Julia Roberts plays a movie star, rather like Julia
She's the
Roberts.
most famous...
Yeah,
I know
and she's
her.
in a restaurant having dinner with Hugh Grant, and she overhears some people in the restaurant slagging her off. And saying, you know, she's a slapper, probably all actresses are. And she's sort of stewing on it, and Hugh Grant wants to say something, and she says, no, I won't let you. And then as she's walking out, she goes and says something to them, and of course their faces drop, they can't believe it's her. Anyway, I was in Indian restaurant the other night, and they were slagging you off, Rick. Well, they were saying is they were going, Ricky Gervais, the thing about Ricky Gervais is he's just like the character he plays.
Right.
He's just like David Brent in real life. And I was listening in, and I was thinking, well, I want to say something. I want to go over and have a word and say, you know, you're partially right, but I couldn't I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't. What could I do? I couldn't really go over there and get into a rumble.
I want to say, what do you mean that I'm like him? I use his face and his vocal cords, but I mean, I can't help that.
But it's that thing as well of, I don't know where they've got this information from.
But no.
Because you're not,
it's
so
received.
they're wrong.
Well,
so
it's they've received it from somewhere, or they've read it, or some of these. It's just, but I don't know. I mean, I can't really be annoyed that they're just wrong.
But it was very weird.
It's like being annoyed at a vicar believing in God. I can't get annoyed with him. I just don't believe.
But because obviously they didn't recognise me, it's rather like, you know, when they talk about that idea that if you could go to your funeral, what would people be saying about you? It's the closest you could get to that. Well, that you can hear what people are saying about your friends.
But why don't you to get him around to that? You go, he is. Yeah. What do you think of the other fella? Sometimes with him. That tall fella. He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
It's a shame actually because on the occasions I do get recognised from minor appearances, I never get any cool fans. I just get the nerds. I get the real nerdlingers. I don't get, you know, beautiful women coming out.
You're putting them off, though. You're putting them off. You've got to take what you can.
Well...
But you'll have nothing.
No, I know, but this girl came out the other day and she said, hey, are you that guy who's involved with The Office? I went, oh, yes, I am. She went, my boyfriend loves you, he's over here. And she pointed him out. I was devastated. I thought, I'm in here. Yeah. There was nothing going on. But there was a guy who was in HMV and he was working with the till, he'd been working with the till and he saw me, he said, would you sign this DVD? I went, oh, no problem. I said, and I was trying to make conversation, I was trying to be frothy, and I said to him, oh, selling well, is it? And he went, it is. Although we've had quite a lot of returns. I said, well, don't tell me that. I don't want to know that.
What did he mean? That they didn't like it?
And I said, what? You would have been bringing it back?
No, I think it's glitches.
He said, they've been bringing it back. I said, what was the problem? He said, they didn't really like it.
No!
Yeah, some of them didn't really like it.
You can get it back if you don't like it.
No, I mean, I don't know whether they gave him the money back, but certainly that's what he dealt with. That's what he'd encountered.
And then he said, we didn't give the money back, they just wanted to drop it off. What, they didn't even want the money back?
Yeah, they just wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, they said,
just didn't want it in the house.
It's like,
I don't want this rubbish in the house.
Oh, but we still get the money for it, do we?
We still get the money. But you know, I told you that at the time. Again, because people don't recognise me, again, I was in a record shop, there was a stack of Office videos, and this guy went by, and I sort of heard them as they went by, he went, oh, Office, yeah, a lot of people like that. I think it's shit, and I agree.
Really?
And of course, again, I was like, what could I do? I couldn't say anything. I couldn't pipe up and go, well, that's sort of...
I like the fact that you're always hearing these loud vocals.
Yeah.
What's the chance of that? That's brilliant. Maybe everyone's always slagging it off.
But it's partly,
that's it.
Yeah, that's partly it, but also because I keep hanging out by stacks of Office DVDs.
Oh, dear.
Wearing a t-shirt with a picture of you and me on it.
Yeah, that'd do it. What we got to play, Carl?
Something Steve wants.
Well, actually, I must dedicate this to someone who's emailed in. I mentioned earlier that I was going to play some of the Roots, and Joe from Peterborough is very excited about that. So, this is not from the current Roots album, sadly, which I've not fully absorbed yet, and therefore don't feel I can make a decision on which track to play, but maybe that'll come.
That's the sort of
sometime in the future.
And thought we put into our... You know, picking music.
Exactly.
I had these cassettes still in my bag from last week.
Sure. Anyway, this is from the album Things Fall Apart. It's The Roots featuring Erykah Badu, You Got Me. Let's play it. Featuring Erykah Badu, that's The Roots and You Got Me.
Good, I like that one.
Yeah, you've enjoyed that?
Yeah, I love it, yeah. Well, it's coming up to 1:30. And so it's time for Rockbusters. It's a structured show. It's a new leaf. This show in the new year is going to be structured. Set pieces, hitting our marks. Do you know what I mean? There'll be time checks, weather checks, quick hold out. If you're driving, careful on that. So do the prizes.
Check for traffic, like if it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again, an arbitrary selection of goodies.
What are those politicians doing?
Was that XFM News?
Yeah. Right, what have we got?
So we've got, for those that are a fan of the movie Donnie Darko, which a lot of people rave about this year, a sort of weird teenage movie, then there's a sort of sweatshirt there.
It is actually quite nice.
It's not bad at all. It's medium, so if you're a bit of a bloater, don't bother to apply unless you've got a friend already. We've also got here a Graham Norton video. Certificate 18. So please don't phone up don't email in unless you're above the age of 18.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the best of his TV show.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
It's a big stiff video, that, isn't it? It's a big stiff cock of a video.
Thanks very much.
I meant
you meant the bird.
Yeah.
There's also a fairly mediocre British wartime thriller, Enigma, which a lot of people, it was hyped for a while, but it's actually interminable. I've seen it. the first series here of The Kumars at number 42 on DVD. I think that's award-winning, so that's available as well. We've got 2 CDs by the look of it. We've got Pulp's Greatest Hits, which I don't think sold very well, and so presumably they are giving that away. And Johnny Cash's current album, American For the Man Comes Around. There's some good cover versions there.
Again, another big sell. A big sell. We're really pushing this.
It's quite kooky. Johnny Cash here does covers of things including Personal Jesus.
Oh, right.
By Depeche Mode. Yeah. We've got Bridge Over Troubled Water, his version of that, Desperado. And anyway, it's not bad. That's probably the best treat in that bunch.
Right.
And, I'm assuming there's some questions there, Carl.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
If you're a new listener, the way it works, I'll give you a cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band. Yeah. Makes more sense when you hear it, I reckon.
Not particularly.
Well, not really. Although people do get it. I just worry about the state of our listeners. Go on.
Right, so there's 3 of them. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
It's email only. I repeat, it is email only.
We are too lazy to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
Here we go then. Number 1. There's normally 2 easy ones and a difficult one.
Sure.
So here we go. Number 1. Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Yeah, that's AA.
AA.
So that's the first one.
He's not going to change his mind. What do you mean, You've just got them written out, haven't you?
I'm just thinking about what the answer is, so I didn't write the answer down.
Don't worry, they get it. Yeah, don't worry.
Well, you can't remember it. You came up with it. There's only 3.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not weird. It's incompetent.
Right, the second one, anyway. I hope you get this.
I hope you get this. You don't even tell us the answer.
This is a shambles.
Hang on a minute.
Keep going.
Go on.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. He.
And you don't know.
You don't know
answer.
that is.
I'm sure he'll come to me once I see it on email.
What do you mean? I get it. You'll agree with them.
I'll know if it's the one I had down as the answer.
This is brilliant. Imagine Jeremy Paxman doing that. Going,
yeah, University Challenge.
Is that right? Go on.
Right, so that's that one.
Give us that one again.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
But you're confused. I don't understand how you can be confused.
Yeah. The third one, I'll have to put that woman in the oven. And that's AB.
Alright, quickly give us them again.
Right, so the first one, don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind. That's AA. He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. And I'll have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
Alright.
Okay.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a classic track now by Neil Young, Alabama. It's beautiful. Neil Young, Alabama. Carl is still confused. He's waiting. He's biting his fingers, waiting for an email to tell him the answer to the clue he made up but can't get. I love that as an experiment. As a I mean, that would confuse psychologists, that you come up with something that you can't get. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you came up with the question, you don't know the answer.
And you expect them to, but you can't, and you made it up. Look at your face. Play some adverts. Honestly, Juan by Billy Corgan's new band there. Ex-Smashing Pumpkins. Sounds a bit like them, but I like it.
It's alright, not bad.
I like it.
You expect to know, Rick, incidentally, that someone's got the right answer, so Carl knows the answer, yeah.
Brilliant. Well done, Carl. You're a fool. Right.
Well, talking of which, it's a long time since we've had any White Van Carl. For those that don't remember this particular hot feature, we basically ask Carl some of the questions that are asked of a white van driver in the Sun. They always have this on Saturday afternoons. Anyway, here's the first one. They're not fascinating, Carl, but I'm just interested on your take, really.
Yeah.
What do you make of Cilla Black quitting Blind Date after her husband sent a message from beyond the grave? Are you familiar with this story?
I didn't know that. What's that?
She went to see a medium, and supposedly her husband passed on information through the medium, which was incredibly vague, but persuaded her to quit live on air.
Well, so that is about time, isn't it? If even dead people are saying, enough's enough. Well, I'll tell you what, though, talking about ghosts and that, do you know how I'm into them?
Yeah.
Right? How weird do you think this is, right?
Well, it's not true. Before you say it, play a record.
No, go on.
Go on.
Right, it's this woman. I don't even know if it's ghost, really, it's just a bit weird.
Yeah. Sure.
There's this woman,
Yeah.
and she's not a woman, she's a kid.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
She's walking down like a street in her area. It's a nice day and everything. Everything's normal. She's walking down, and a woman comes up cycling past. Right. The woman on the bike looks at the kid, absolutely terrified. Right. Got a really scary face on her.
Yeah.
The kid's thinking, why is she doing that?
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, she thinks nothing of it. Goes, I think she was playing in the park or whatever. Goes and has a nice day. About 15 years later.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know, I think she was going to work, right, on a bike.
She was riding her own bike.
Riding her own bike, cycling down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Looks at the kid. That's the thing that happened, like, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
It's her on the bike looking at her as a kid.
Right.
What
Not another child.
No. So it's her, she's seen herself.
What, Carl? I mean, I don't know where to start.
Firstly, where's this information come from?
But I mean, why do you ever? I mean, I don't know what part of that you think can be true. I mean, honest. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. What are you talking about?
Bit weird, though, isn't it?
But it's not true.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened like that.
She said it did.
Well, she's wrong.
She said she saw herself.
She saw herself as a kid, didn't she?
Did she carry on riding
and as an adult when she was a kid.
Did she stop and talk to herself, or did she ride on by and think, that's a bit weird, there's me as an 8-year-old. I won't stop, I'll be late for work.
Yeah. If I'm late again, the boss said he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
And where is this information? Did it happen to someone you know?
No.
You overheard it on the bus?
No, it was in the 14 Times.
Oh, right. Well,
Okay.
that's the answer.
Good.
We've
Okay.
got to the bottom of that.
Right, good. Brilliant.
Now, what do you make of David Blunkett accusing gangster rappers of making kids believe guns are cool? It's a hot topic there, Carl, and I imagine you've got some strong opinions.
He's saying what?
He is saying, basically, that all this rap music is advocating gun use and violence against people, and he's very worried about it.
Nah.
Okay.
All right.
What's the next one?
Have you thought about going into politics? Because
gotta go.
I'll tell you this, they wouldn't be able to argue with you, really, in the Houses of Parliament. They'd have where would they start?
Yeah. My fellow is an idiot.
No, but violence has always been about, isn't it? Like cowboys and Indians, they didn't have PlayStations and Tupac then, and there was still violence.
What do you mean? In the Wild West?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you can't really blame it on stuff. It'll always happen. That's the world, and it's made up of different types and that.
Again, he's right. Again, he's sort of right in a way, in his innocence, in his buffoonery.
I didn't hear what he said.
He just said there's always been violence. You know what I mean? It's sort
Even,
of like,
dinosaurs, look at them. They cause a lot
and
of
then he
trouble.
went too far and made himself sound like a fool
But
again.
I'm just saying, it's always happened, it always will.
Yeah.
Don't try and change it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just chill out is what you're saying.
Do you know what we should do? We should all get on our bike, go and find ourselves when we're little and go, be careful what you do in life. Oasis, Supersonic, still good.
Still as good as ever.
Still good. On XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Do be pleased, Rick.
Go on.
Ricky Anderson has emailed in.
Dickers!
Dickers Danderson.
Oh, what are you doing, Dindo?
He's probably our biggest fan.
Diddler, you little diddler.
Exactly. He has emailed in, as ever. Ricky, your show fascinates me. How do you maintain such levels of senseless drivel? That's from Randers, from Randy Anders. as I
Little
call him.
diddle dodders!
Oh. So, thanks again,
Dudley.
for that, yep.
Well done. He's yeah, that's great. I
Nice
get a
stuff,
buzz. I was disappointed last week where he didn't. What? Ask him why he's didn't.
He didn't respond last week. No, it's a shame.
Probably
man.
busy. I don't believe he had something better to do.
Well, I would have thought so.
I can't believe that of anyone when
No, on
you've
a
got this
Saturday
sort of
afternoon.
level,
Exactly.
intense chat. What have you done this week, Carl?
Well, I've had a few days off, haven't I?
Yeah.
Still, doing stuff for this show and that, but managed to
Well,
get
not
a few
really.
hours in.
Yeah, not really.
Just doing nothing, and bought a place. So I was looking at kitchens,
Yeah.
weighing some of them up, and
Yeah. Checking them out.
checking them out, and also ordered a sofa.
Yeah.
Nice sort of comfy, sort of leatherish sofa.
Oh, a leatherish.
Oh, I don't like leather sofas.
No, but what are you picturing?
A leather sofa.
A leather sofa.
Yeah,
I just
but
don't,
like
it's
what?
squeaky and it's.
No, this isn't. This
isn't it?
No, this isn't like that.
But I want a really. old sinky into fabric. I want a sofa that is as comfortable as a bed. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if it was acceptable, you'd have a bed in your lounge, wouldn't you? If that was allowed, without seeming like you were sort of like elderly, or
that would be good. And I'd have a drip going in, sort of like with nutrients. You know, I can't be bothered to chew. No, you can sort of lager with sort of vitamins, and then one going from my knob down to the toilet,
to the lavatory,
and with all the remote controls. And that would be amazing.
To be fair, you're almost there, Rick. I've certainly seen the toilet tubing when I've been round in the past.
My dad's bed, right? My dad would never change his chair. Mine would try and get rid of it because it would just fit to him, and it'd just be absolutely dilapidated, right? And
he had like his own chair in the lane.
Yeah, his own chair, right? And then and his bed, right? When they had separate rooms towards the end, and his bed, right? It had it for years, and it was a big dip. It was just like a spoon in the middle where it was concaved. And my mum used to just vacuum it out.
Oh!
With all the little bits of like, you know, he'd have a fag in bed or he'd do his roll-ups in bed.
Yeah.
And,
oh, that's
why do you like that bed? It's curved. You know, he goes, it means I can't fall out. I did. It was like in a hammock. It's great.
That can't be good for his back.
Well, I don't think it mattered towards the end of it. A hammock would be. I really would love a hammock. I think a big beanbag would be good, wouldn't it? With a telly.
A beanbag as big as a bed would be amazing.
Yeah, but this is still the telly thing, because do you prop yourself up a little bit to watch it? Do you watch it on the side, which is annoying? Do you turn the telly on the side?
I've always wondered about that.
The weird thing is, right, you know, I've mentioned before about certain things that are just right, like your hand. 5 fingers is just enough, right? One more.
The sex tips.
It ruins stuff.
Yeah, one less.
One less, and you know, I was saying about drying your pots and that'd be really slippery and that.
Yeah.
Right? And the weird thing is, right?
I think that's what nature had in its mind.
No, but like, my mum and dad, right, they moved to this little house, right? And, they had loads of furniture that they've collected over the years without chucking out, and they've moved to this small house. So they just had too much furniture, right? And they had this double bed, and that was for, like, you know, when friends come round and that, they can stay there. But the problem was he wanted to sort of put these wardrobes in the bedroom, right?
Right.
That went on either side of the bed.
Sort of wrapped around the bed.
Yeah, but because the room was so small, he thought, I can sort that out.
Yeah.
Right? And he sawed the bed.
He sawed the bed?
He sawed the whole thing, so you've got, like, your mattress, your bed, and everything.
What, he just sliced some off?
Like a big sandwich, just cut a bit off.
Just cut the crust off.
But how much is that, would you say?
About 8 inches, 6
About
inches.
8 inches.
But hold on, but that won't work. Because it'll all fall out the side, and then what happened to the springs and all the supports and stuff?
He
It'll just collapse.
It didn't all come out and that. I mean, it's not the comfiest bed. but the weird thing is, he did it, and even though it's only like that 8 inches or whatever, it totally ruined it. It's like,
well, of course it would.
No, but what do you think I mean? I don't mean it ruined it as in it looks a mess.
No, it would have been uncomfortable.
Not even that, though. Just the fact it's that little bit shorter. It's like, God, for 2 people, this is hard work now. This is like, you haven't got enough room, even though it's only 8 inches.
Why did he build the wardrobes first without measuring, putting the...
I think he did all that and then thought, oh, it'll easily fit in there, and it didn't, so he had to sort of saw a bit off the bed. But it's just weird how only 8 inches...
Did he use one of those electric saws?
Yeah.
And there was just, presumably there was just kind of sort of material and wood just flying everywhere.
What did he do with the legs? Did he have to move the legs in a bit?
He moved the legs. Looking at it, right, once it's got like the quilt on it and everything, you wouldn't know. I was like, yeah, that's alright, you've done a good job. Yeah. And I went to bed at night, he's like, you know, sleep well. Got up in the morning after having about 45 minutes sleep and said, something not right with that.
Yeah.
You really are your father's son, aren't you?
It's not right with that.
Right. And he said, oh, well, I said, what have you done? It doesn't seem the same. And he said, oh, I had to shorten it, sort of thing, you know, to fit in the gap. I said, well, I can't sleep in it. I said that, and there was a big kerfuffle. My mum was saying, look, you have our bed then, and we'll sleep in that one. And my dad was like, sod that.
Yeah, it's ruined. You know, some idiot cut it.
Yeah. So there was a big debate going on about where we should sleep, and I was saying, look, you know, I only come and see you like every couple of, you know, probably once every 6 months.
I'm not being funny, but next time we go home, can I film it? Just for, do you know what I mean, Channel 4 or something?
Well, you know, I mean, the Osbournes is not on at the moment. The Pilkingtons. That would be extraordinary.
Oh, can we film it?
That's brilliant.
Is anyone from Channel 5 listening to this show?
Or Bravo.
Yeah.
The Pilkingtons.
Weird, though. Weird.
Play a record?
What do you want to play? Do you want to play, do you fancy playing some of yours?
What, have we got anything?
I don't know, something that was sent in to you, maybe?
Oh, yeah, no, I'll tell you, I'd like to play this. Yeah, Bronze Age Fox, band from Bristol, my neck of the woods.
Always working,
play the tune,
Carl,
play the tune.
always working, he's always working, he's on the ball, he's on the ball, he's on the bobby ball.
Bronze Age Fox, Sunshine Made the Desert, I've enjoyed that.
I love the ending, that's really great, I love that chorus bit, that's really good.
Rick, I know what you're thinking of.
What?
You'd love some, wouldn't you?
Yeah, adverts.
Lovely.
Coldplay, The Scientist, XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais with Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Carl, what are you doing?
I wish that's how you spoke.
Right, what are you doing then?
Let's have a quick reprise, if we could, of the Rockbusters clues.
Yeah, Rockbusters, if you've just tuned in, you've missed it this week. Here's your three
Well, no, you
clues.
haven't. That's why we're giving the clues again.
Yeah, no, but if they haven't.
Eh? What?
Say if they've been busy.
Just give the clues again.
First one.
God.
Don't argue with him, because he isn't going to change his mind. That's AA. Second one, he always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. Yeah. And the third and final one, I might have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
Interesting.
Are we telling them or still?
No. People have still got a chance to win those extraordinary prizes. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
We've still got features to come, though, Steve. It's incredible. We've still got Ritual. Remember last time? People in India, it's good to have a flathead.
Yes.
We've got Do We Need 'Em? I've got That's Ridiculous.
That's a great game.
What should we do next?
It's too much.
We Do We Need 'Em out of the way?
Get Do We Need 'Em out of the way?
Yeah, just
Let's explain it again.
If you're new, I'm sort of on a bit of a mission to find out, you know, we've got a lot of animals and insects in the world and stuff. Yeah. Do we need them all?
It still amuses me.
So we've found out we've got to keep jellyfish. We've done octopus. She said we've got to keep them. This week, snails.
Do we need them?
Just doing some research, right? I'm sort of working my way through different creatures and insects and stuff that's on the planet.
Yeah.
Right? And finding out if we need them or not. Right?
Yeah.
Do you know much about snails?
Sea snails.
Well, yeah.
Snails in general. Don't know much about snails, land snails. I know a bit about sea snails, like whelks, top shells, that sort of thing.
Would you say they're important?
What sort of sense do you mean by important?
Say if we had to sort of get rid of some animals and insects and that because we're running out of room.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'll tell you what I know about some snails. I don't know if this applies to sea snails as well. I mean, I called you today because a lot of other places are shut.
Yeah.
Right? So, I know they like to eat stamps, apparently. The glue on stamps. They love it, right?
Right.
Apparently a lot of letters and stuff aren't getting to where they're meant to be getting because snails are crawling into letterboxes and eating the stamps. That obviously doesn't apply to the sea ones, but that's a problem they're causing.
All right.
Were you aware of that?
No, I didn't know that.
Bet you're glad you answered the phone today. Right? They love beer.
Beer, yeah, who doesn't?
And also, I don't know if this is right, but I heard that they sleep for 13 years, or can do.
Right, I wouldn't know if they can sleep for 13 years or not, but... I mean, sea snails are pretty important, yeah, they do quite a good job in the sea, they graze on algae and they provide food for other animals. I mean, you can say that about any fish, you know, or any animal, why do they exist?
Would you be upset if, you know, someone said, we're getting rid of them?
Oh, yeah.
You would be?
They're an animal, you know, I wouldn't...
Forget being like favouritism and all that I get for them, right? There'll be other things knocking around you can sort of spend your time looking after. You'll still have a job, don't be worrying about that. Because I'm not going to get rid of all the fish. Jellyfish need looking after, so you're safe.
Yeah.
But do we need them? Come on, there's loads of people saying, come on, we've got to move on through the animals, and you're holding them up saying, well, I want to keep them.
Well, who's saying we need to... That just sounds a bit crazy to me.
Just imagine. Do you know what I mean? And they would come to you because you're working in an aquarium, so they'd they'd be asking for your advice.
Right.
And you're slowing it down.
Well, they asked my advice and I'm giving it to them, so, you know, that's what I think, anyway.
Yeah, but snails, you know, I mean, like I say, they drink beer and that, you know. What did they do apart from some food for a whelk?
They were around, descendants around a lot longer than we have been.
Yeah, they've been around a long time, but what have they done?
Well, they survived that long, so they must be doing something pretty good.
Well, apparently they sleep for 13 years, so really, even though they've been around for ages...
I think that sounds a bit... I don't think they sleep for 13 years.
Not all of them, just the tired ones. So, snails, do we need them?
Well, yeah, I just think they've got to, just as, you know, it's not for us to say, do we need them or not, we can't.
So you think we should keep them?
Yeah, definitely.
Carl, I'm proud of you. That
He was getting really quite annoyed.
I know. What did he think he was doing? What? I don't know what you tell these people. I mean, you don't get their permission to play this out, do you? You just don't say
the
that.
thing is, right, I sort of told him what it was about, but we won't say who he is or where he works, because it doesn't matter. I just needed to speak to someone who knows.
I know the fact that you were trying to get an answer out of him by suggesting that he would be safe, because he could look after jellyfish if he gave the okay to destroy snails.
He was getting livid, you could tell.
Oh, God. Brilliant. So they've been around a long time, but what have they done? Well, that was great, Carl. Play a record. Well done.
Bit of Amy Man.
Oh, I'm obsessed with this song, Red Vines. It's brilliant. I love that. Amy Man, Red Vines. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
You mentioned earlier when we had our regular email from Dickie Anderson.
Yeah.
Randers, as I call him.
Dandy son.
Yeah. You mentioned it because we didn't get anything from him last week. We didn't get anything from him last week. Anyway, he's obviously listening, Rich, because he's emailed in to explain his absence. Dear Ricky, sorry for not tuning in last week. Only I was in HMV returning the 14 copies of The Office I got for Christmas. That's from Rounders. So, he's explained himself.
Oh,
he's
dear.
excused himself.
Oh, Anders, we should get him on one day.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Carl. That's ridiculous. 3 amazing scientific facts, one of which is spurious. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, 1. Girls can't throw because the part of their brain that allow men to throw properly in a girl is used up in emotion. 2. Gravity isn't instantaneous. It works at the speed of light. The force of gravity. 3. Statistically, you're more likely to be trampled by a donkey than dying in a plane crash.
Now, even though the last one sounds daft, I think I've read that. About the donkey thing.
Okay.
So, girls... What's the first one?
Girls can't throw properly because the part of the brain that allow men to throw is used up in emotion in a woman.
Yeah.
Gravity isn't instantaneous. It works at the speed of light. So when you drop something, the force kicks in at the speed of light.
What do you reckon, Steve?
Well, it's not for me to say.
Is this a trick one where none of them are ridiculous? Or
one of those three. One of those three is not true.
Right, well, it's definitely not the donkey, right? So... I reckon the girl one throwing stuff
is ridiculous.
Yeah,
correct. Well done. Very well done indeed.
Yeah,
very well done indeed.
That's 2 out of 2 he's got so far.
Well, there you go. Well, I'll teach you some stuff now. Right?
I've always been fascinated by the donkey fact, because it is an extraordinary fact that more people are killed apparently by donkeys.
Yeah.
Than they are by airplane crashes.
Well, I suppose in countries where they're used and used a lot, that they go a bit mad and squash it.
But my concern is that there's when you go on a plane, there's so many checks. I mean, it takes 40 minutes to go through all the checks: the air pressure, the cabin pressure, the fuel, checking the flights, the takeoff, all the rest of it. Our checks for donkeys.
Nothing.
Did someone close the gate? I think so.
Exactly.
That's our donkey check.
Is he annoyed or not? Yeah. You're not working him too hard, are you? Yeah. He's got his hand. Is there two holes for the ears? Yes.
Well, I think that's what's happening. I don't think it's accident. Pilkington, I think they're picking us off. I think they're so annoyed that a nickname for them is ass, and they've got to wear the little hat, you know, they've got to ride kids, you know, give kids rides on the beach, and now I think they're just sort of annoyed. Yeah. Maybe they're sort of just picking us off one by one.
Yeah.
Teaching us a lesson.
If we had the same stringent checks on donkeys as we do on international flights, maybe there'd be a little less death.
Exactly. Wise words.
Cheers.
Wise, if slightly incoherent words.
Go on, Carl.
Got that right. Acid, I would sort you out with some science.
Brilliant. I forgot the puns in mine, didn't I? I forgot the puns.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right, so, you asked to sort of be taught some science and that last week after being taught about war, so did some research. And there's a few things, I think we'll just cover one of them now.
Go on.
We talked a lot about hairy kids.
We have discussed that a lot.
I love the fact that Simon Sharma has never started a programme like that. The Jacobites. We've talked a lot about hairy kids. Go on.
It's a little bit, I mean, it's not your traditional science stuff, but it's still interesting and it's a little bit, you know, it's still...
Yeah, we talk about hairy kids. We have disproportionately, honestly. I think this show's talked about hairy kids more than any other radio show.
Well, it's one that...
Sorry, I noticed both of you there dropped the H, or the H, or however it's
I had to.
So airy
kids,
hairy. Hairy children, not sort of airy, kind of light-headed or...
Yeah.
Well, there was the case of the one who lived in China.
Yeah.
And...
which was weird for two reasons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, go on.
One was, like, he was covered in hair.
That's already weird.
And the doctor sort of checked him over and said, well, yeah, he is hairy, but he's quite healthy, apart from he had a little bit of eczema and a boil. That was the main bit of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this one, right, we have sort of talked about it, and you weren't having any of it at the time.
What?
This next bit of science I'm telling you about.
Go on then.
Right? Remember when I told you about a lad who was living at home with his mum and dad, right? Everything's, you know, normal life, go to school, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then, I think his mum and dad had an argument, and it kicked off a bit, and he thought, I'm sick of this. It's happening all the time now. They kept having arguments, so the kid ran off into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
God.
Now, he left, he went and ran in the woods, and he ended up living with some monkeys.
Right.
Right? And he thought, this isn't a bad life, you know, there's no arguments going on.
Sure.
He was getting on with them. And the weird thing is...
bananas.
This is where the science bit comes in.
Oh, sure.
He grew a load of hair on his body.
That's not true. It's not true.
It is true.
It's an acquired characteristic.
I bet someone will back me up on this.
But no, you can't. You can't grow hair like that. You might get a little bit more down here. They might, the erectile tissue might, you know, they won't fall out as much. That would, you know, but you don't actually grow a big mane if you're cold and you're a human.
Well, he did. This lad did. I know he sounds a bit strange in that, but he was living with the monkeys, and because it was cold, his body reacted to it.
Listen, he was no hairier than he would have been if he was walking around naked on a cold day, with or without living with monkeys.
The fact that he was living with monkeys makes no difference.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get, you know, picture it in your head what it's like.
Although Mickey Dolenz was always pretty hairy.
Right? So he was living with them, and he went into town or something one day to get some food, and the people there were like, hang on a minute, that isn't a monkey.
He went in naked?
No, he was there covered in hair.
Yeah, but naked, but covered in hair, so it was decent. It was.
Yeah. But they that was the weird thing. They thought it was a monkey in the shop. And then
so presumably he had a big long beard as well, because he couldn't shave, could he?
No, he was just covered. He looked like a monkey.
And they were happy to serve the monkey, were they? There's a monkey, he's buying a newspaper and some milk.
How did he walk, Carl? Did he walk upright or whistling along?
The picture that I saw on the internet, he was on all fours, but I don't know if that's when he was running away after they'd sort of, you know, realised he was a kid. But this was a picture.
So he was a kid as well? He wasn't even like an adult with the beard?
No, he was a kid.
Brilliant. And the beard kicked in a little bit.
So listen, so the people caught him.
You're an idiot.
The people caught him, shaved him, right? Got it all off, didn't grow back again.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Well, like I say, people will have heard this story or read about it.
You're an idiot.
And they'll email in, they don't let me down.
And they'll agree that you're an idiot.
No, they'll have seen the story.
You're an idiot.
So that's a little bit of science.
You're an idiot. Libertines, Time for Heroes, and XFM 104.9. Right, okay, so have you got anything that is science as opposed to nonsense?
Well,
Kid went off with some monkeys, grew hair, came back, shaved him, it didn't grow back. I mean, just think. Right, something else.
There's a few things I found.
Yeah.
There's a fella
Oh, God.
who had hiccups for 69 years. That was a bit annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the dog with the wig that we've discussed.
Imagine if you just tuned in.
Yeah.
There's the dog with the wig that we've already discussed.
Did we discuss that?
Not really.
Did I not tell you what he said? I did, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What else have we got? Well, there's something here that you sort of know.
Is this going out live?
Yeah, this is happening, right?
Right, go on.
But remember when you talked about sponges?
Yeah.
If you get a red sponge and a blue sponge.
You liquidise them, pour them back into a tank. After a few hours, that they know which was which, and they reform as a red sponge and a blue sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird when you told me.
Yeah.
Looked it up, did a bit of research.
Yeah.
Thought that's sort of sciencey.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with a mouse's brain.
Okay. Explain a bit more.
No, you can't.
If you get a dead mouse, put its brain into a blender, blend it up, leave it standing for a bit.
Making that up, aren't you? You're confusing this. You've watched Nigella Lawson make some sort of pudding.
No.
What do you mean? It won't work with the brain.
Well, it does with I mean, not human brain. Don't be trying that.
Although,
but, no, a mouse one. A mouse one.
And what happens?
It sort of reforms, goes back together again. No, because apparently it's made up of the same stuff as.
But it doesn't, does it? Because if it's dead, if it's a dead brain, the cells can't act anyway. The fact the sponge is that it doesn't kill the cells, it liquidises them, it doesn't kill the cells. Yeah. So it couldn't be a dead brain anyway. It would have to be a live brain taken out from a live mouse for the cells to be getting oxygen and working and being sensitive to each other. And that, I don't see how that could work like it does in sponges.
I mean, do you know what I mean?
You're not a scientist.
I've just sort of read it and gone, oh, that's interesting, I'll tell Ricky and Steve about it.
Yeah.
You're quizzing me as if I've come up with it. If someone else has done it and said it works.
Sure.
So I'm not...
Do you think ghosts are behind it, or do you think there's a scientific explanation for it?
No, it's just one of them weird things, isn't it? Yeah. So that's what you sort of science covered for this week.
Well, that was another barnstorming feature from Karl Pilkington.
Is that it? Is that the two things you got this week?
Thanks very much for that.
Well, yeah. I mean,
there's nothing behind them. Do you know what I mean by this? There's not like a weight of intellect behind these facts.
Why don't you make that your science project for this week? Find a dead mouse somewhere, Karl, and a blender, and we'll bring that in next week. We'll do it live on air. See what happens.
Oh.
Well.
Do you feel sort of let down a little bit sometimes with our reactions?
Well, what are you expecting us to do? What are you expecting us to just like look at you, open mouthed, staring at you in awe?
Just like go, oh God, yeah, where did you find that out? And like,
but
we know.
Never tell us.
We know where you found it out. You looked on the internet and a strange homemade website by a maniac somewhere, who puts on stupid things that he heard through Chinese whispers. That's where you get your information from. I doubt that anything you've ever come up with is verified. If it is, it's luck.
But what do you expect me to do for you? Do you know what I mean? I'm just...
I'd like to know what the source of the information is. I'd like it to be, a research study by the University of Columbia, rather than, a guy who calls himself Mr. Pickles. On a website somewhere. www.lunatics.com.
I mean, oh God.
Some kind of evidence, do you know what I mean?
I must warn you now, you know that Steven Spielberg thing's coming, Taken? Yeah? About alien abduction. When you watch it, just remember this, it's not a documentary. Okay?
Alright.
Alright?
You remember E.T.? We were discussing that earlier. That's not fact. Factual fact.
Brilliant. Black Star Radiohead from the Bends on XFM 104.9.
Rick John has emailed in. It looks here like he's maybe trawled the web himself. I mean, I don't know if people just immediately leap onto the web every time Karl says something in his defence.
I think our listeners are always on the web.
Yeah. Anyway, he seems like he's reprinted here a news story, which seems to confirm Karl's monkey boy story.
Yeah, what was the news
Doctors
story?
baffled by boy 6 covered in ape-like hair. Doctors in Kazakhstan are baffled after finding a 6-year-old boy covered in ape-like hair.
Yeah.
The boy, called Ablay, was found in a remote mountain village close to the Chinese border. He's covered in thick hair from head to toe and has an oval-shaped skull. Doctors suspect nuclear radiation or a genetic disorder may be responsible.
Fine.
But there's an interesting bit here.
But sorry, it's not that you could have genetic defects. I've seen lots of people born with long noses, 5 feet, etc. I'm saying that he wasn't normal. he wasn't normal, and then went to live with monkeys and grew the hair.
Well,
that's my
true.
point.
But it says his mother and father are distant relatives. Such marriages are common in the Kazakhstan mountain hamlets. Now, the village elders were consulted as to what to do with him, right? Now, these are the village elders. These are the wise men of the village. These are people, presumably, that all year long are telling the village how to live, how to survive.
Yeah, you're in charge because you've lived longest.
Yeah, exactly. You presumably are solving any kind of moral conundrums,
Yeah.
any sort of awkward things. Do you know what they suggested that they do with their hairy son?
Go on.
Send him to the circus.
The Carl's nodding.
Put him in the circus. That was what they suggested, and the mother actually wanted him to go to school.
Instead of the I don't know, school or circus, I don't know. We don't know what's better for him.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
We must consult the elders.
What do you think, Carl?
It's not a bad life, is it?
What, the circus?
Yeah.
Well, you ran
Kids
away
will
from
love
it.
Yeah.
Love it. But remember that thing that I saw about that fella who, I don't know if you should talk about it really, so
Go on. Tell us now. You've hooked me. Come on. You can say it. It's okay. What, are you worried that it might be insulting to someone?
well, it's not nice, but...
Well, you're not taking the mickey out of it, you're telling us... Go on.
It's just, it was in that book again that you got me. You know, the book full of weird people.
Go on.
And things that are wrong with them, and hairy people, and...
Yeah.
Lad with 3 legs and that. There's a fella... basically just a head and a little body on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Right? Picture of him having a shave. And he was shaving with his mouth bit.
With his tongue.
Like that on the radio.
Yeah.
Just like-
Carl is now doing an impression of a man shaving with his mouth.
Yeah. Well, it's just a head, bear in mind. He's doing an impression. Imagine a head with a very tiny body on a skateboard shaving with its tongue. That's what Karl was doing.
Oh, and he was depressed because he kept getting hats for Christmas.
But if you were him, you would just grow a beard, wouldn't you, rather than...
Oh,
Well, rather than go through all
But
that
he get
hassle.
it caught in the wheels of his skateboard.
Clash. Rock the Casbah on XFM 104.9. Nearly it. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
So the answers to this week's Rockbusters.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us the clues again in the answers?
Yeah. The first one was, don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind. The initials there were AA. That's adamant. Adamant.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's good.
That's a good one. Second one, he always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That was P. That was Pixies.
Picks his, it kind of works, yeah.
And the third one,
I'll let you have that one.
I'll have to put that woman in an oven. That was AB. That was Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
It's good.
Anita Baker.
Anita
Yeah,
Baker.
I'll let you have all 3 today.
So
You've done well.
So do you want to pick a winner, Steve?
Well done to Mark Leder from Bow. He wins those fairly mediocre prizes. Enjoy them.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, well, we've had a few laughs.
We've had a few laughs, a few tears, a few scientific breakthroughs.
Exactly.
Got to get a picture of Karl somewhere in the national press, just his little round head there.
As an email here, Karl is trying to distract attention from the fact that he is a monkey raised among humans and horses and has failed to develop hair.
It's, I can just imagine him being the second cleverest in a troop of monkeys. You know what I mean?
Second cleverest.
You know what I mean? So,
Picking fleas out there.
oh, look at his little face. I'll tell you what. Heat, I'm gonna get a picture of you. Just put it in the radio section of Heat. Just, this is what Karl looks like.
Oh, another email. Someone said, when the monkey boy went to the shops, he was naked. Where did he keep his money?
Good point. Didn't happen then.
Right.
Oh.
So that's that. We didn't even do all.
What do you mean?
We didn't get round to ritual.
Oh, come on, give us
No, we
ritual.
haven't really got
We have
time.
quickly.
No, it's,
We have got time. Just do it. Why haven't we got time? It's 10:02.
right. Well, we've got a long track to finish on.
Well, just do it.
It's.
Do
Are you familiar with the place called
Go on.
Easter Island?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what they do out there?
eat eggs? I don't know.
Well,
Go
that's
on.
close.
Go on.
Right. What they do, right? There's a lot of people living on an island,
Yeah, Easter Island.
and to find out who's going to be running the place, they
don't hold elections, do they?
they have these birds that lay like expensive eggs on an island.
Expensive eggs.
Okay.
They lay expensive eggs.
Fabergé eggs.
Yeah, go on.
On this island,
Yeah. Easter Island?
once a year. No, off it, like about 2 miles out. Right?
Oh yeah.
And
Whitsun Island.
the sea.
Shrove Tuesday.
Yeah, Pancake
Run out
Island.
of time,
Just
won't
tell
it?
us.
No, Steve, we'll play off
no, tell us. Right, finish
Next
it now.
week, next
You
week.
don't you dare. I'll
See you later.
Joni Mitchell.
You.
Blue Motel Room from the album Nigeria. It's the song for the ladies this week. Thanks for listening. Next week.
Coldplay, Speed of Sound. Steve, I know you like an insight to my musical taste, and
Always.
but that's my favourite Coldplay track of all time. I just thought I'd just throw that in.
Not a fan of clocks?
No, I think I've overplayed Parachutes a little bit, and but so that's my favourite one. Like it.
I'm afraid to say I'm a bit of a Philistine when it comes to Coldplay. That sounds the same as all the other ones. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, you'll have to meet these boys one day.
Yeah,
And they're
well,
saying-
I'll tell them to their face. I don't care. A little bit rock and roll. I don't care.
Well, I'm Ricky Gervais. That little funny little Wurzel type voice over there is Stephen Merchant, and with us our producer Karl Pilkington. All right.
All right.
Whenever we say producer, of course, that is in inverted commas.
Yeah.
Done with the fingers.
Well, he didn't have it. I wanted to play some off my iPod today to record it because they didn't have it here. It's a great track called Anthony and the Johnsons. He didn't even have the lead. He went, right, it's difficult. And he went, is it any good? I went, yeah, it's really good. He went, well, why haven't we got it here already then? Oh, that's the paradigm, is it? If XFM hasn't got it, it's no good. Four Non-Blondes doing well, is it? That's still in the cupboard, is it? Unbelievable. We're a little bit annoyed today, aren't we, actually?
I'm
It's
really
usually-
annoyed.
Yeah, all that stuff we did last week, that Landau sent us some sparkling wine, and we thought, right, you shamelessly plugged it.
Yeah.
How many times you mentioned it?
I
About
must have
20
mentioned it about
times?
20 times.
Well, the finale was hitting Carl on the head with a cork. That's on the website, by the way.
Okay.
RickyGervais.com. Go there and see Carl being hit in the head with a cork, right?
Yeah.
We said, look, send us free stuff, we'll talk about it.
Nothing. The cupboard
literally
is
nothing.
empty. The cupboard is bare.
No one has thought. I tell you what, there's those guys from The Office.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's be honest, Rick. We are taste makers. We're
Yeah.
opinion formers, you and
Yeah,
I.
yeah.
And you'd have thought if anyone was going to send us some free stuff,
yeah,
you know, it makes me
unbelievable.
fume. And do you know what it is? It's because people, PR people and that, they've realised no one's listening.
But not only are we going against all our principles and losing our dignity just for some free stuff.
And integrity.
And integrity, yeah.
we're through that
We're
way.
going against XFM policy because obviously they would have got thousands of pounds for Landauer to be mentioned last
come
week.
on,
20
Rick.
times. No, it wouldn't.
Thousands.
It's 40
It's
quid, isn't it?
XFM, Rick.
It's 40 quid
Yeah.
for 40 quid for a 9-minute advert.
Exactly.
So advertise your quality stuff here.
Yeah.
Jeff's Garage, cheaper than some other garages. Anyway, actually, if
Did
there
we
is a
play an advert once for a tattoo parlour?
Yes!
Do you remember that? I'm sure we played an advert for a tattoo parlour. What tattoo parlour can afford to advertise on a radio station? Unless it's a tin pot one like this.
Oh God! Oh, got some good music today, though, Steve.
Oh, really? I hope so. I'll be the judge of that. Go on.
Yeah,
what have we got?
well, AC/DC.
Oh,
Have you got a bit of bare skin? You need colouring in? Come along to Ron's Bike Shop and Tattoo Parlour. He'll write Mum on your hand and give your Harley a tune-up while you wait. I can't believe no one wants to advertise with us.
and that only costs what, 20 quid?
Yeah.
And they play that.
I mean,
endlessly.
I turned down millions of pounds to do adverts because I think it's beneath me. I thought last week I'll give it a little bit back. I'll excite all these people who want to get it.
Nothing.
All I'm thinking is, Steve, either our cachet's gone down, no one wants us anymore, right? Which is impossible, surely.
I would have thought so.
Or we're on a tin pot station that no one listens to. Now,
Ding! Correct answer. Correct answer.
Unbelievable. I'm having to hold on the pop shield of this mic because it keeps falling off.
It's embarrassing. This
It's
whole room is
awful.
embarrassing.
I mean, oh, God. Well, Carl, what are your thoughts? Why have you stuck it out here?
Nothing better coming in, I would have thought.
Well, I'll
That's
tell you
all right,
why, because you're always on holiday. You don't do a lot. You get paid, well, doesn't he, really? He's a moany. He doesn't try and get on at all. He doesn't deal with people. He moans about everything. And, so he's...
I'm alright, I've got my own little room and that.
Yeah. Like a cage. It is like a cage, isn't it? And he can shut the door. If people walk past, he goes, shut the door. He doesn't want them looking in. He's like a miserable old chimp. We noticed today how much he is simian, isn't he?
He's very strange, actually. We maybe should try and get a picture on the website, because Karl's arms are particularly chimp-like. It's very, very strange.
Because he's got that sort of, he's got long downy hair. It's
and
not
the
like,
long extended knuckles.
Yeah, and his totally round face that sort of the chin goes back and the dome of his cranium. I think, quite seriously, I know we sort of share about 98.5% of our genetic material with bonobos and chimpanzees, but I think he's got a little bit more.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's a little bit of a throwback. Just his line, they just kept to this sort of really the ugliest one in the cave and the tree, and he really didn't come out of it. I'm not saying you are, I don't think you'd, well, you are, you're chimp-like.
No, it does annoy me. My hair annoys me on my body and that. Because I've got like hair on me little toes and that.
Have you?
Then on the legs.
Would you see your little toes? Can you pick things up with them?
No, it's tried.
Okay.
Well, that's the finale of this week's show. We're going to see if he can play a record and put the fader up
from a tyre while swinging on a tyre,
just using his hairy toes.
Yeah, I've sort of got hair all the way, but then it just runs out where it should be on the top of your head.
Sure. Yeah. Is this part of the reason why you're always uncomfortable about being nude or around naked people? Is that partly the reason, do you think, because you look so grotesque?
Well, when I'm on holiday, I don't really like wandering about without a top on unless, like, it's a quiet beach or whatever.
Sure. So what would you normally wear?
Need. I just have like a nice sort of light, summery, sort of linen shirt, maybe, just a few top buttons open.
Yeah.
But I don't like, the naked body isn't that nice anyway, is it? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, if you're a cat and you're shaved, you don't look that nice. You know what I mean? But with
I think you'll find a cat is naked even with its fur on. Cats don't wear clothes.
No, but what I mean is a bald cat isn't that good. You know it does me head in that I'm bald. I'm not, I wish if I could have hair, it would be nice, but that's life.
Would you prefer animals to wear clothes like Mickey Mouse does? Or Goofy?
You know that I don't like nudist and all that. We've done it.
But don't you think sometimes you could sort of like maybe fancify a little bit, like if there was such a thing as an ape salon, and there isn't, Karl. There isn't, right? Would you give a orangutan a trim, maybe sort of his hair? Because some of those look like they're going bald, but they've got a comb over, don't they?
They should just have a shave. Well, it's like that. That's what I did. Just take it back.
And the underarms as well. Yeah, they've really got a lot of underarm hair. Even the women ones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know. I don't know. I don't even know why they breed. I don't know how they get they laid, some of those horrible old hairy ginger orangutans.
Yeah, they are particularly grim, some of those.
I know, yeah.
The big ones.
I know.
Ginger ones.
Yeah.
You can't be happy, can they? What is that? Where did that happen, the ginger thing? Why do people give them, like, a hard time and that?
Well, you just gave them a hard time then, so why did you do it? You were just buying in, were you, to
people do sort of give... I don't understand why, but ginger people get quite a bit of stick, and I've never understood it.
No, well, it's just, I don't know why.
They do, though, don't they?
I don't know, it might be historical, it might have been because... I'm sure they don't everywhere in the world. I'm sure it's probably...
No, they are. They're always... I've said to you about even, like, ginger cats, they're always fat, because they're sort of sick of it, probably.
Play a record!
Wait. What do you mean? Ginger cats, what do you mean?
When you see a ginger cat...
They've been eating, like, because they're upset,
fed up,
they've been bullied.
You never see, like, a thin, happy ginger cat running about. It's always overweight and looking a bit fed up. It's just a good point, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's a good point, Karl. It's a point.
So last week, the Chinese don't age well. Now, anything ginger, including cats, are sick of it.
No, but I'm just saying...
Are you ginger? Would you like to take issue with any of Karl's points? 83 XFM is the text. You can text us. Maybe you've seen a thin ginger cat.
I'm not having a go, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's weird how people give them a hard time. And it's if I could have hair, I'd go for ginger hair rather than being bald.
Really?
Mm.
Landed from Ben Folds on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Had a fax. Never mind champagne and freebies like that. Forget that. We're not doing that anymore. It didn't work, okay? But we are still in demand. Got a fax here, right? So guy says, I produce a programme for the BAS scientists, right? Wintering in Antarctica. Now, what this bloke is saying is, there are scientists, right, researching in Antarctica, and they're already locked away and sort of like out of touch because they can't get to them, right? But they're soon going to be living in 24-hour darkness, because through the midsummer here, it's darkness for 24 hours for like 3 months, and they're totally cut off, and he's trying to get some stuff together, and he wants us to record a message, and it said every year they choose a celebrity to do something, a message of their choice. They had Rolf Harris, David Attenborough, Jonathan Ross. This year, Ricky is the popular choice. So I'm up there with Rolf Harris, David Attenborough and Jonathan Ross in terms of the vote amongst some scientists stuck in a hut in Antarctica for 3 months.
I think they just got cabin fever.
So that's another poll. So that's another poll I've won. A British Antarctic scientist in a hut poll.
If I was trapped in a little room with several other men for 3 months of pitch darkness,
sexist.
Or indeed women.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why I'd ever want a message from Rolf Harris. Why would Rolf? I mean, David Attenborough, fascinating.
Well, I assume it is it's the animal. I assume they're researching penguins or something, aren't they? If they're stuck in there, or maybe seismic activity, or maybe polar shift. I don't know.
Possibly if he were researching kangaroos.
Yeah. Well, he knows about all animals, doesn't he? You can take him a budgie with a broken wing and he'll sort it out. Or he knows a man who does.
Sure.
He can, he'll sort that out for you. And he'll do a picture of it.
Yeah.
While you wait.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I thought they want a 5-minute message. We can do better than that. Let's dedicate the whole show to them, Steve.
Okay, what?
Dedicate the whole show to them. What was it? Trouble with my diction?
A little bit. I'm just thinking again, we've got to slow down because these guys are there, they're working, they're busy.
They're used to speaking eloquent
yeah,
English.
Exactly. They weren't used to talking to intelligent, educated people.
Yeah.
So Karl should be something of a surprise to them. I imagine they'll just flood back early and come back to study him.
So this is this show is dedicated to all you I know nothing about them. I don't know how many there are. I know they're just, as I say, in a hut somewhere, presumably with a laptop, drinking hot chocolate out of steel mugs with
just looking up porn.
Well, they're not on the internet, are they?
Oh, are they not?
Well, no, there's no phone line.
Well, how do they charge up the laptop when it runs out?
Well, they've probably got generators.
They must have other stuff. They got a telly and that, haven't they?
Of course they haven't.
No, for DVDs and things.
Well, they could probably have a DVD player that would run off a generator and stuff, so they can play. I don't know what we're giving this on CD or something. But
and what are they?
How can that enhance your life though? That you like 2 months has gone, you've sat there, you're chewing Kendall mint cake and just looking around at white walls, right, thinking that the Thing's going to come in any minute and put you out of your misery, right? And you go, all right, lads, it's here. What? A 5-minute message from Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Who? The fella from The Office? Oh, yeah. Go on. I mean, so I don't know how I can enhance. I mean,
one of them's going, I voted for Ricky Martin. What?
Yeah.
But I don't understand what they're researching. You say penguins, but that's just a hypothesis.
Well, I'm assuming that because it's Antarctica, where the penguins live.
Is there anything else there? What else is going on? There's presumably climate differences and...
Well, yeah, because it's a landmass, isn't it? Arctic's just on ice, and Antarctica is actually a continent. It's a landmass, so there's stuff there. But presumably not in the winter. I imagine it's like 10 foot of snow, and really not a lot happening.
Sure.
I don't know what they're researching. It could be astronomy, as I say. It could be some sort of seismic thing. It could be just testing polar melting. It could be penguins. I have no idea. I haven't got the information. I don't think they want us to go into what they're doing.
I suppose they already know, yeah.
They probably want to know what's happening in the world well, we've got the man here.
That's an interminable 5 minutes for them. We've already wasted that 5 minutes. They're going to put it on excited to hear from you, and they've just got 5 minutes of us discussing what they might be doing.
What I'm worried about is this bit. Well, for these 10 people there, we've just annoyed the 200 listeners we've got. Because they're thinking, what's in this for me? Well, we'll have fun along the way, and what I think we're doing, they've been stuck there, as I say, they're out of touch, they don't know what's happening, so Karl Pilkington is the man. We're going to have a break, we'll have a song, maybe some ad breaks, and then Karl is going to let these scientists who are stuck away in the darkness know what's been happening for the last couple of weeks. Is that all right, Karl?
Well, I don't really follow the news, so they probably
play
know
a record.
more. I was going to ask them what's been going on.
XFM.
Embrace a glorious day. Well, it is a glorious day, Steve.
Brilliant.
Every day's a glorious day, isn't it?
Well, it is when I'm with you.
Yeah, love the world.
Yeah.
So these scientists, they're stuck away in the darkness, let's tell them what they've been missing. What's the highlights, Carl, of the last Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, by the way, XFM 104.9, etc. What they've missed for the last just do the last few weeks? What have they missed? Remember, they haven't got newspapers, they haven't got telly. What's the... Look at him, he's looking at me like I just said that in Arabic. What don't you understand? Think what's happened. Think what they haven't got that you know about. What have you seen and heard in the last couple of weeks that they couldn't have?
Well, like on the news and that, what's gone on in the world and that?
Yeah.
Well, or just things you've done personally. I think that'll be of less interest.
Yeah.
Pope's dead.
Okay.
I like it. I imagine that. Imagine if that was them breaking it to them.
Yeah.
Like they're listening in. You go, what's happened? The Pope's dead. Well, don't say it like that. Break it to us gently, Carl.
Well, I think that's better than how they do it on the news normally, though, isn't it? They make a big deal out of it, and you panic a bit when it says breaking news, and you think, oh, there's a war on.
Yeah.
And you go, Pope's dead, and you go, well...
So you've just used that short, sharp tactic.
I said it softly,
ripping a plaster off quickly.
I just said it softly, no, Pope's dead.
When you know all that coverage of the Pope with like these millions of people that had gathered in Rome and stuff, I was thinking about, you remember we talked about the Queen Mother, and they were queuing up to see the Pope.
Yeah, like
state.
4 hours to
and
get
once
a
again,
glimpse.
I couldn't help but feel if they popped him on some kind of like dessert trolley and just wheeled him past everyone else, they could have got that done in about 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah.
You know, once again, people not thinking. They're not expanding their minds.
Tell you what,
Logically.
What, like students and rag week
Exactly.
with a bed down Oxford
Put them on one of
Street?
those novelty beds. They're all dressed in kind of cardinals gear.
Yeah.
Just, trundling off and down the... Yes.
But it's the way they also said they've now got a new Pope. He's hardly new, is he? Why didn't they learn from the last one?
Sure.
Keep taking on old people.
Yeah.
My dad couldn't even get a gig in B&Q.
Oh God! So who have we offended? I mean, the thing is, it's clever because soon our offensiveness isn't going to be sort of like we're feeling about offensive, but it's going to be like we're going to be living with Salman Rushdie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The things. I mean, that's pretty. Don't have a go at the Pope.
I'm not having a go at him. It's good that he can carry on working and what have you, but I thought everyone had to retire at like 60 or whatever. Oh, bloody hell. But, whatever, if you can get away with it.
Yeah, why couldn't your dad get a gig in B&Q? I mean, he goes there a lot, doesn't he? He goes there a lot.
That's why. If you're just joining us for this one-off show because you're trapped in a bunker somewhere in the Antarctic, you should know this of Carl's dad. He's a thief. He steals things, and we've openly discussed this before. He steals this from other elderly ladies and elderly people. Perhaps.
Oh, he's not like Raffles though. He doesn't go into their house.
He's not a gentleman thief.
No. Don't people put? Let's put this in context. He's not a villain. But sometimes when people leave groceries lying around in a public telephone box.
No, what it was, where they live now, they've retired, right? They've moved. I won't say where they are, but somewhere quiet, right? And it's so quiet.
It's not a witness relocation protection scheme.
But because there's only about 8 people live in this village, it's not worth like the like corner shops.
There's only 8 people living in the village.
It's quiet.
The village of the damned.
So anyway, rather than keep the shop open, you're meant to call up and go, all right, Harry, I need some milk today.
Right.
And they stick it in a phone box outside in the shop, and my dad found that out. So when he's been out, just stop off at the phone box, have a look at what's left lying around.
Yeah. But of the 8, there's 8 people in the village. My attention would be instantly drawn to the dodgy Manc fella.
Mm.
I mean, do you know what I mean? It seems in Manchester you can probably get away with this. There's a lot of scum up there, but down in this little village, you got little Miss Marple type and a little, country policeman.
He's stopped doing it now.
Has he?
Stopped doing it. Yeah.
Cleaned up his act.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So the Pope's dead. Any other big news?
There was that thing I told you about last week. The foot-long spider eats chicken.
What does this mean to them? They're going to think that the world's been taken over by them. It's not like this never telling. We're not going back. There's a foot-long spider on the loose.
Are these people bright, though?
Well, let's have a look. Antarctic scientists. Yeah, they've probably got an O-level or 2.
They're looking at penguins all day.
Yeah.
So how bright have you got to be?
What do you mean?
Well, what are they doing?
Well, I don't know, do I? But they've been chosen. There's probably cost millions of pounds to set them up there. Oh, Carl.
I'd say this is like, for scientists, this is like Big Brother. Do you know what I mean? This is like a big dinner. Scientists there watching this, finding out what's going to go on. There's little challenges that they give them, little tasks.
It's like Celebrity Love Island without the sun and slappers. Go on.
I think what else has gone on?
Well, while you're thinking, Carl, I should just tell you now, you threw that question out earlier, why are ginger people historically mocked? We've had a couple of responses on the text, 83XFM. Again, as ever with XFM listeners, don't believe what they say, don't trust what they say. But one of them...
have we got any respect for anyone in the world?
I'll get back to you. Pete in Tooting, now, again, I think this is nonsense. He claims that the reason ginger people are disliked is because Judas was ginger. From the Bible. I don't know where he's come up with this idea.
No, I've heard that.
But I mean, are there a great many people from, the Middle East who are ginger?
Well, that's probably why he stood out.
Sure.
And he was probably fed up, and he thought, I'll get him back. Yeah. Maybe...
Unless he had his hair dyed ginger when he was on the witness protection scheme. Which presumably he had to go into after all came out in the book.
What did he do?
What did he do?
He stitched him up, didn't he, to the Romans, didn't he, Judas? Did he do it for 40 pieces of silver or something? I'm not big on the Bible, but apparently...
Incidentally, if you'd like us to stitch up any kind of Messiahs for 40 pieces of silver, just get in touch, 83XFM. We're willing to do that for you as well. So that's one explanation. There's another one here, which is, again, I don't believe this for a moment. It says, ginger people get a lot of stick because in Elizabethan times, people with ginger hair were told that their mother had slept with the devil. And that was why their hair was ginger. So there's two options. Maybe if you've got some more, you can any more spurious thoughts, then get in touch. 83XFM. But yeah, I don't know.
It might be true for both of those. I mean, the point is that if either of those are true, they were already being picked on. If you know what I mean.
Right.
That's the point. It's sort of like maybe that's not the total root of it. Well, the Judas thing might be the root of it. The first big ginger to do something a little bit.
So if he was bald, then old bald people would be like, get a hard time on that.
Yeah.
Well, we do mock you behind your back anyway, Carl. That's going on, don't worry.
So play a record and think of something that's happened to tell these poor scientists what's going on in the world. All you've come up with so far is the Pope's dead and there's a big spider. What is that?
That eats chicken.
The Pogues, Rainy Night in Soho. I hope there isn't a rainy night in Soho tonight, Rick. I'm sure you're one of those who agrees with me. So we just had an email here from a guy called James Lee. He says, hi, just writing a bit of info on the scientists in Antarctica. I'm a scientist who's just come back from one of the Antarctic bases called Halley. There are 15 people staying there over the Antarctic winter. The scientists are looking mainly at the atmosphere, things like the ozone hole and meteorology. I think there are 6 scientists staying over the winter, as well as a doctor, electrician, mechanic and a carpenter and so on. And so he's saying they do listen, they have the internet, so they maybe could listen to the show on the internet. And if you get the chance, say hi to Francis and the rest of the winter is for me. Sure, no problem. Yeah, thanks, James. But yeah, there they are. That's what they're doing. That's what they're up to.
But why are they asking you for a message though? When I mean, have these people got families and that, or are they convicts or?
No, what do you mean? Of course they got. But they probably do get messages from their family.
Well, why are you doing one for one? Is that... I mean, do you know, like, you see it in, like, Porridge and stuff like that, where if someone's in prison and no one visits them, and they sort of look a bit fed up and that, is this message that you're doing for like, people who don't get a letter in the post from... Brilliant.
So they put this on the shelf until someone doesn't get one. All right, Hargreaves? Yes, sir, I didn't get a message today, sir. Yeah, I've got a message, Hargreaves. I've what, sir? Hargreaves, you have got a message. Really, sir? From Ricky Gervais. Really, sir? And I give it... Don't talk, please. There are scientists listening. Try to keep the talking shit down to a minimum today.
What's annoying me is, right, they're saying this stuck over there for months, but it seems to me like they're wasting a lot of time. Right?
Why?
Well, you're saying they probably watch DVDs. They're saying they've got internet access.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I'm wrong.
Listening to messages, get the job done and go home.
Well, well, then we don't have to tell them anything then, because they listen to the internet. If they got the internet, then, it's a waste of time. Good point. Play a record.
Well, hang on, before that, here's a good point. You've had a long time to research what's been going on in the world. We just had an email here from Nicholas who says, why haven't you told them about the recent Pig Olympics that just went on in China? You've missed that one, Carl, once again.
Who won?
XFM.
First of the gang to die, Morrissey, XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Well, Karl, you failed miserably. The scientists stuck away. Right, one more chance. What's happened in the last couple of weeks? Just one more chance to... What have you seen in the last couple of weeks?
Well, like I say, I don't really watch the news and that, so
Right.
I can't tell them about that. But in a way, I think they're better off not knowing. I think that's the only good thing about being out there, isn't it? Not knowing about the bad stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I can't help them there.
They don't need to look at the weather, do they?
No, don't enough. No. But tell you about the Pope and that.
Yeah, pretty extensive.
What about the EU Constitution and the no votes? What do you make of that? What are your views?
What's the problem there?
Oh, this isn't broadcasting, though, is it? This is nothing. Come up with something.
Well, the fat baby that they found that was on the telly.
Right. Well, what was that?
It's just a little fat baby. That I don't know what. It's just a little fat kid and that.
What? Tell what?
It was on the telly. And
but what was on the telly? You just said fat baby, fat baby, fat baby, fat baby on telly, fat baby on telly. You meant to be telling them what's happened in the world. Tell me about the fat baby on telly.
It's just they've found some. There's this illness called Momo, right? And they've just got this woman had a kid. It's really sad. It was on Channel 4 and that, right? And kid's born.
You sure it wasn't Jimmy Carr?
Kid's born and that, right?
Momo?
It's called Momo.
Isn't that a Black Music Award?
No, right, little fat baby and that. And there's only 3 of them in the world. These little fat babies.
Right.
And
so
one of them...
They're in danger.
How fat? Are you not telling... What do you mean? How fat are they?
6 stone it was only 2. And there's 3 of them in the world, and there was this one, and there was one in Brazil.
Are they, like, endangered? Is that the problem? Because there's only 3 of them in the world. Are we worried? Is it like a conservation campaign?
They're hunted for their flesh.
No, it's sad. I know, it's easy to joke on that, but if you've seen it, you'd go, oh, it's a bit sad than that.
Well, I haven't seen it, and I know nothing about it.
Well, I've told you, there's 3 of them in the world.
Okay, what else was on telly?
Something I watched the other night, that was just good. Again, you know, I learn stuff from the telly. I don't watch the news.
Well, you don't learn stuff from the telly. You told us there's a fat baby in the world.
Forget about them.
There's a spider eats chickens, and there was a fat kid.
Forget them in Iceland, right?
Yeah.
We'll give them Rockbusters later to do, right?
Iceland!
But what's the name? I'll tell you what is interesting, Steve. I didn't know that much about it. Autism.
Okay. Oh, good. With some more entertaining stuff on XFM 104.9. Just to cheer up people. Go on, and what? Go on.
No, right. Have you heard about it, Steve? What
autism?
It scares me to death when he comes up, when he touches on a serious subject. We've been talking about wheeling a dead pope round, the Chinese don't age well, and ginger people are hated. And now we're going to touch on a really... I mean, my heart's in my throat. Go on, Karl, then. Tell me your insights to autism.
Right, well, there was this... Again, Channel 4 coming up with some good stuff at the moment, right? It might have been Channel 5. But what's the name?
It's the attention span I like.
These people who they've got like this autism thing going on.
Yeah.
And they sort of take in a lot of information. They get sort of they get so into it that they know everything about that subject and what have you, right? And there was this lad who he knew everything, right, about EastEnders.
Right.
He sort of the cameraman was saying to him. So, you know, why EastEnders and that? And he said, I don't know, I just like it. And he said, I remember when I first watched it was a Thursday, it was 5 to 8, Pauline Fowler walked in, she had a pink jumper on, she said, all right, love. And he remembers everything from that moment on. Yeah. Right, and everything, which is great, but then the way the programme was making out, it was almost like they were saying it's a disability.
Right.
When in a way, it's more like a superpower.
Sure, like Rain Man.
But if you can take
it's Rain Man. No, he has special autistic powers.
Oh God!
We must send for Rain Man.
I don't know what to do.
So he would be a great contestant on Mastermind, sort of autistic mastermind. He'd be dynamite.
What I'm saying is, don't be watching EastEnders though. Sort of, why didn't they give him an encyclopedia and say, get into that?
Sure.
That'll be useful.
Yeah.
Keep him away from EastEnders. Wasting his time there. But I don't think it is a disability.
No.
Yeah, there are other things, and they're not. It's also autism is a matter of degrees, from what I know. And I'm sorry to have to do this, but I feel that I have to at least be the voice of reason, as ill-educated as I am on the subject. But I think there's degrees of autism. I think some are higher performance than others. There's other issues with it. It's not they're just got good memories. They don't go around doing tricks for people because they can remember stuff. There are other issues with it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they seemed a bit...
But you watched the programme, what did you learn? That he knows when Pauline Fowler came in?
Yeah, I mean, there was other bits where they couldn't control her emotions and stuff.
Oh, that other little bit, yeah.
But the main bit of it was he can soak up information and stuff, and I'm just saying, it didn't seem really bad. Do you know what I mean? There's disabilities where people say that's a bad disability. It's like how people say about...
This is brilliant. This is just like this is amazing to be in a room with this man. It's incredible. You just wind him up and listen to what comes out. And I'm going to sit back now. I'm not going to defend you or explain anything. Just go on and tell me about the other disabilities that are worse.
No, what I mean is how people can sometimes easily get mixed up. How people are scared of like a cyclop. When at the end of the day, he's got a disability. A bloke with
Who's scared of a cyclop?
No, it's
apart
just
from Jason and his Argonauts. Where's this cyclop that you're scared of?
No, I'm just saying in history and in books and that.
No, not in history. History happened.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? You're mixing history with Greek mythology and Roman mythology and every other type of mythology. What do you mean there wasn't really a giant cyclop that went round picking up ships and throwing them around? That's not history, Carl. Do you think Batman's history?
No, but it was ages ago, wasn't it, when we were sort of forming...
No, I'm not saying it didn't happen ages ago. I'm saying it didn't happen.
Well, it might have done. I mean, what's so ridiculous about a fellow with one eye?
In the middle of his head, and he's big and scary and lives in a cave.
Why is he scary? Because what if he had 8 eyes, I'd be scared of him. At the end of the day, he's got a disability... we'll talk about it in a bit.
Bobby Womack, across 110th Street on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant, and over there, Karl Pilkington.
Can I just remind people that...
A man so stupid, it isn't actually offensive. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, just wanted to remind people that they can get in touch on the text, 83XFM. You'll need that text number shortly, because we're going to be playing Rockbusters very soon. Gav has texted in, and he says quite simply, "What's happened to the webcam? All I can see is a bald monkey." Well... You're absolutely right. We'll try and get that sorted out for you. But we're rockbustering now. Should we do it now?
Say it up now.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you should just remind people, Rick, particularly if they're trapped in Antarctica for the next few months, what this game is.
Well, this is Blockbusters, just totally ripped off, and the clues are bands and artists. Carl says they're cryptic clues. They're not cryptic clues. They're more like, what word am I thinking of? They're tenuous. Some of them don't work at all. So it's really, are you in tune with a shaved monkey? I mean, it's nearly embarrassing to get the clue. I pride myself on that I don't really get them. And I'm sort of proud of that, because you shouldn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I've given it a big sell.
Yeah.
Now, you do win Tat today, but the big prize is going forward to be in the draw in 5 weeks' time, when there's a signed Homer that I got Matt Groening to draw. If you go to rickygervais.com, you can see him drawing it. It's an original.
Well, if they want to see it, they can go to xfm.co.uk/Ricky, and it's actually... Just click on it, you can have a look at it.
Oh, you can see all the pictures there, can't you? There's also a signed Nigel Tufnell poster, and us three as Flanimals. But there's a little actually video clip. I was on rickygervais.com. You can actually see Matt Groening drawing it.
Well, those prizes are the ones, the big prizes you can win in 5 weeks' time if you get to the grand final. In the meantime, it's the usual selection of mediocre gifts which will be given away.
That we found in a drawer that people have sent us to give away.
First up, we've got I think most people agree, the mediocre John Travolta film Ladder 49, which I think barely made it into cinemas over here. We've also got on DVD.
And we're giving that away.
We're giving that away.
Brilliant.
On DVD, the TV series Grumpy Old Men, which I think is repeated every single night on BBC Two.
Oh, and that's free as well, is it?
Yeah, that's free.
Oh, okay.
We've got the complete third series of Alias. Great gift, only if you've seen the previous 2 seasons. So,
is that the one I'm in?
I don't know, possibly. French and Saunders at the Movies, a collection of all their hilarious movie spoofs. Again, on television, I think, every Friday. And the TV series Operation Good Guys. You know, fine series, but you could see that on UK Gold most nights. So, once again, an excellent selection.
But if you win all those and take them straight down to Record and Tape Exchange, you will be able to get 2 albums that you actually like.
That's exactly right.
So,
people send us them, so they sort of get bigged up on the radio, so that's done. We don't need to, worry about that.
Angry.
So, anyway then, three clues.
Well, hang on, let's play the jingle.
No, I haven't got one.
You not got a jingle for Rockbusters?
No.
Well, do one quickly now.
Okay. Rockbusters.
Brilliant.
All right, so we got 3 of them. Cryptic clue and the initials. The band. It could be a band or an artist. We've done all that, haven't we?
Yeah.
All right, first one. The fella let his wife know how he got the bruise on his leg. Right?
Give us that again.
The fella let his wife know how he got the bruise on the leg. He got a little bruise.
Yeah, it's all, imagine that in the Times crossword. You read it again, it's slightly different. Every time I look back at this crossword, it's slightly different. All the words change. It can't be cryptic.
The initials there, CL. Right? CL. Fella got a bruise on his leg. He let his wife know how he got it. What's going on? Right, second one.
All the muttering.
And what's the next cryptic clue?
Second one. That Potter lad had a lot of bottle doing all that stuff with the wizards and that, right? He had a lot of bottle playing with the wizards and that. What's all that about? Right?
I love it! He always says, what's all that about?
TB there, band or artist, the initials TB, that Potter lad. He's got a lot of bottle doing all that stuff with the wizards. Right? And the third one, the Buddhists won't be able to get in their temple without these. What do they need, right? The Buddhists won't be able to get in their temple without these. The initials TM. Right?
83936 is the text number. We don't want to receive emails from this because we can't be bothered, so just a quick text. Make sure you include all 3 answers. We're not interested unless you've only got, you need to get all 3.
Yeah.
But the winner may only get 2, but it's the first one with the most right answers.
Yeah. And if
that wins all those DVDs. Alias is a box set, to be fair. That's pretty good prize, that one.
You could probably get two CDs when you take that down to Record Tape Exchange. Just
and
for that
you
alone.
don't need to see the first 2 seasons because you won't know what's happening anyway.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm excited to think that there's some people now in Antarctica just scrabbling around to get a pen, just trying to figure them out. You know, they'll probably stew on that for the next, I don't know, 2 months.
XFM.
Forward Inc. Gorillas on XFM 104.9 on Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, okay, we've got to sort this out. We didn't meet again this week, and this is a shoddy show. I thought we had a sort of framework for it, but do you know what I mean? No, I thought it'd be, Karl could sort of tell him what was going on. He doesn't know anything except watching telly, late night telly on strange channels. Like he gets all his information about the news on Anna Nova, and I mean. I even tried to help because Monkey News last week was awful.
It wasn't Monkey News.
It wasn't Monkey News. It was. I can't remember it.
I've been away on holiday.
Brilliant. Yeah, and the Monkey News stops. I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the. I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, an interesting story. Yeah. I phoned Karl up and said, "This is a Monkey News. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Amazing. What was the argument about? Like the zookeepers are going, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again. The father, look, he's caught him smoking again. I mean, what do you mean, what was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, she's not good enough for you. No. Oh.
So
what was it
Monkey
about?
News today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of Monkey News.
You got a little bit of Monkey News, right? You've redeemed yourself then this week.
We've got some stuff there and that. What else has been going on? What are we going to talk about now? Sort of head's gone now.
Your head's
we've got
gone.
Monkey News.
Yeah.
And,
Why is your brain? Why is it? It seems like since we've come back on air, you have become dimmer. I mean, it is extraordinary. It's like BSC has kicked in.
Or did we
really
just forget? We just forgot.
Maybe it's been a long time. We've forgotten just how stupid he is.
Yeah.
It's proper. Do you mean it's the silences? You know, he forgets we're on the radio. There's just
I know,
dead air.
it's unbelievable, and it's our name on this. They put up, but as I said before, you know, he is no offence, he's not a bright lad or educated or anything like that. But some things he says does border on the retarded.
I've been trying to take in too much information now. That's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much. But the problem is, like even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that. Stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of...
Heaven forbid.
And, you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't. And then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning and she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said it was something like, how can you freeze time? And she said, are you going to say good morning or whatever?
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's like the sun comes up through the window. Oh, she's right. Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes...
One of those floppy night hats.
How can you freeze time? Oh, God.
Well, it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing around my head.
Sure.
And, you know, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information. This is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on, going, well, the issues tonight said something about freezing time. It's, think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what affects that one.
Oh, they haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can't explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point of me worrying
about that? It's not a question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I went, what? He went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, but I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record! Anthony and the Johnsons. Isn't that beautiful?
Interesting. Hope
There's Someone on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington. Well, Karl, more revelation. We were talking about it last week, but Karl brought it up again just now. Didn't want to go to the doctors, didn't want to have a full sort of body checkup that may save his life, because he saw on the website they do a test where they have to insert a finger in his arse.
Oh, don't tell me about it.
Why?
Don't put it on the website. Just we look at your heart.
Yeah.
We'll check your blood pressure out.
Yeah.
And then they could just do it quickly. Could just sort of say, right.
How do they do it quickly?
No, but what I'm saying is it's worse, isn't it? Going in there knowing that, I mean, they've got it on the website. So you're on the journey on the bus thinking, in about 20 minutes I'm going to have a finger up my arm.
But they're doctors.
Yeah, but just
they're not doing it for a laugh. They're not filming it with a two-way screen. They're not putting on boxing gloves so it hurts more. They're up. Oh, it's prostate's all right. Out again. Out again.
I'm just saying, in the day, the sort of...
Do you think they're in the pub going, here he comes? It's Pilkington. I had my finger up his arse today.
Do they allow ladies to do that? Do they allow female doctors to do it?
Of course they do. They're doctors. No,
that's worse. Though.
You're sounding like him.
No, I'm just interested because, you know, do they allow female doctors to do the finger up the arse thing?
Well, of course they do. They're doctors. Forget the female and male. They are doctors.
Right. Do you know any female doctors to do that? But what I mean is, isn't it a bit like if you're being searched at an airport, you know, and you're a woman, they send in a woman person to search you. They don't send in a bloke to do it. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, they probably trust someone who's gone through 6 years medical college not to be taking the piss as opposed to a fat security guard who couldn't get anything else. Do you know what I mean?
What are you talking about? There's doctors all the time coming out in the papers, or they gave them this so they could look at their boobs or whatever, or, you know, it's all you're always hearing stuff about dodgy doctors.
But what I'm saying is, the reason why they do that security, because there's lots of security people, and they can, you know, for your own, you know, for the, you know, your own modesty. There's a female one to search females and a male one to search males, and that's fine. But there's not like 4 or 5 GPs to choose from, and you go in there and you go, is it you arse and testicles? Do you want a bloke or you know?
What about
you
what if
accept
they've got
it.
long fingernails?
They don't have long fingers. What do you think this female GP looks like? She's sitting behind the desk like Cruella de Vil with cleavage and long red false nails, going, "Hello, love, bend over. This may hurt a little bit." There's gloves and Vaseline. I don't believe there's 2 of you now in the room, Carl. They're doctors. They have to. What would you rather do than put the hand down your throat and round your alimentary canal to feel your ass? It's a quicker way in.
You seem to know a lot about these doctors who stick fingers up people's asses. You're a very well-informed gentleman about this sort of thing.
Well, say if they did find something,
Yeah.
would you then have to get like a second opinion, so someone else's finger?
Well, no. They test it to see if there's anything suspicious. That it's usually a swollen prostate, which can be anything. So they catch it early, and that's it. They feel up there.
But if you want a second opinion, then the same doctor will just stick a thumb up and have a feel around then.
Yeah.
So it always works in the same way.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a doctor who can, I don't know, put me at ease. I mean, surely there's another way around it. I don't believe that. I mean, what is this? 60 million people or something in the world, isn't they? 60 billion or something?
Well,
6 billion, something?
Yes, you got it.
Right.
You hit it. Well done.
That's a good word.
Right, so yeah, there's 6 billion, did I say?
Yeah, what's 6 billion then?
Loads, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
So if you want a doctor to phone up to assure you that the finger at the bum thing's not painful and that it's necessary and
Just
that
that
it's
it's
not just someone
necessary,
trying to
really.
get
Just that it's not an easy way round.
All right, what's
Do
the
you know what I
phone
mean?
number here?
It's, changed, haven't they?
Oh,
You're the producer!
Hang on, here it is. 0871 222 1049, and I think you select option 1. It tells you anyway what to do.
Please, if you're a GP, or you've, even if you've completed medical, I mean, we want a qualified doctor, really. Anything else is not good enough for Karl Pilkington. We'd love to, you can ask him all the other questions, because Karl, as I said last week, he doesn't feel his own testicles because he doesn't like the feel.
Yeah.
So, I'd like a doctor to explain to him how necessary that is.
And this is truthful as well. I've got very slight pain around the genital area at the moment, and I think it might be some kind of groin strain, but I'm a little bit anxious, not entirely sure
Yeah,
what it is.
you've been with me twice when I've gone along to get them checked.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
It's terrible. I mean, but, it's usually... I think you're in a pretty low risk, aren't you?
I'd hope so.
You're coming out of the 20s. I think testicular sort of... I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not qualified.
No.
They told... All they said was to me sort of like his 20s and 50s.
Mine...
we're in...
Mine sort of felt like they dropped a bit the other week when I was on holiday. I don't know if that's like when you're relaxing or I was wearing shorts a lot.
How far? If it's 2 foot, it's too far.
I was having problems walking.
What do you mean? Why?
No, it was just a bit, I had shorts on all day, I'm happy and walking about on the beach and what have you. And then at the night, when I put some long trousers on, I was sort of walking like a rickets.
They probably like stretch a little bit. Sometimes, I told you when I was about 18, I was scared. I went to the doctor. I felt a pain, right? And because I was doing biology, I thought I'd show off this doctor. I said, I've got a pain. I think it feels like it starts in the epididymis and goes up through the urethra either. And he went,
finger up the arse.
He said, your jeans are too tight. They're squashing your balls. So we want a doctor like that.
So what's the phone number again?
It's 0871 222 1049.
A qualified
What do you
doctor.
mean your balls dropped, though? We've got to come back to this.
I don't know, they just felt like... it's not too bad at the moment. I was alright on the way in, but it was
I feel twinges all the time, but you never know whether it's just because you're in...
but they felt like they weren't my own. Do you know what I mean? They sort of felt a bit like these are...
There wasn't a bloke standing really close to you, was there?
You didn't get them mixed up, did you, on the way back? On the flight back? Someone else has got them.
Take a leaf out of nudist books. They just walk around, they've got nothing on
it.
it.
About nudists.
Why?
Well, let's play this ad break and that. And
Have you had another encounter?
If we've got time, I'll tell you about it.
Have you really?
XFM.
Right, we've got who's that on the line?
It's Rob.
Rob, and are you a doctor?
I'm a final year medical student. I'll be a doctor in 2 months, touch wood.
That's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, where do you study? Do you want to give more details, or do you want to remain anonymous as you're calling in to
I study at Barts Hospital.
All right, great. So, why do GPs sometimes put their finger up a man's anus?
To see what's there. if you've got hemorrhoids, if you've got an enlarged prostate, it's either that or they stick up a big tube and have a look up with a light.
What?
And it's easier to do that.
Now, are you dumbing this down for us, or are you going to fail your medical exams by saying stick up a big tube with a light?
I'm dumbing it down.
Okay, come on then. We're all intelligent people here, and Carl. So you tell us what's that called?
It's called a sigmoidoscope.
Right.
Nice. That was a clever test, wasn't it, Rick?
12 inch long.
Yeah.
12-inch long tube they can put up there.
So, Carl, would you prefer that or a finger?
Well, so do they sort of do the finger first, and then, I mean, at what point do they say, hang on, we need a light here? I mean...
It's normally if there's something wrong.
But, so if I go then, say if I go to this well-known clinic, right, and they go, yeah, the art's good and that, yeah, finger, there you go, and then they go, hang on, I'm going to go and get me light and tube. I could start worrying then because they've sort of found something.
And they're not likely to go straight in with the tube. They'll probably send you off some tests first.
But Carl, there's nothing. But you go to these places to put your mind at rest and to know where you are with your health. I mean, it's not that you go along. That's what most people worry about. They think that because I'll go along and they'll find something. Well, one, that's illogical. It doesn't heighten the fact they'll find something because you go along. And two, if they do find something, it's a good job you went along. I mean, I'm a hypocrite because I don't go to the doctor, but I've had that
Carl,
done.
You should be concerned if when they shine the little light in your ear, it comes out the other side of your ear.
No,
the other ear comes right out the other side. That's when you should be worried.
But Rob, right, you said then, if they find something, they send me off for some tests. Why can't I just have the test without that and cut out the middleman? Do you know what I mean?
Because you're wasting lots of money.
There's hundreds of tests they could do, and they could do every test, and they could all come back with nothing, or they could do the finger up there and send you for the 3 tests you need to find out what's wrong with you.
But in this day and age, with all the technology and that, and like brainy doctors and all that, the only way to find out is sticking a finger up there.
What are you worried about, Carl? Is it fundamentally that this doctor who's has done 6 years medical training, is it embarrassing to have a man's finger up your ass?
I just don't understand how you can get round to that without...
But what don't you like? Is it fundamentally you don't like anything up your ass, or is it the fact that it's a man's finger up there?
I don't like going to the doctors. It makes me nervous, because I think if anyone searches you long enough, they're going to find a fault with you, right? And especially if they're going that far into you. They're going to find something. And
probably not.
Well, you know, I just don't... I don't know how to get round to that sort of... that point where you get a... What do you talk to the doctor about? He's like, all right, nice day. Strap your trousers.
He goes, he says, I'm gonna just,
Most people just shut up and let you do it, and then breathe a sigh of relief when you say there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But is that at the end of the test, or is that the first thing he does?
It's the last thing.
So that trousers up out the door.
Because he knows it ends conversation. He knows it's a bit of a faux pas. The doctor says, I better not kick off with the finger up the arse. What I do is I'll start on with the, the head, and then we're down and go, one final thing, Mr. Pilkington.
So Rob...
He drops his keys and he goes, pick them up. And as you bend over...
Will you be doing this, Rob? Is this what you're, like, open to do? You do all these...
I'll have to do it at some point. All doctors do it at some point, no matter what they specialise in.
So the first one, is he another doctor there to sort of make sure you're doing it right?
Not dentists.
No, but do you know...
aren't doctors anyway.
No. But do you know what I mean? Like, normally it's like a co-pilot will have someone with them for the first one. So when you put your first finger in...
Yeah.
Will someone be there going, right, you just want to move to the left of it?
I've already done it.
Have you?
Yeah. So that's the thing with a student, you're learning. So you get people teaching you.
And you learn on...
these things.
Can I just point out, Rob, I think I'm right in assuming that you have a glove on.
Yep.
And there's lubrication.
Yep.
And it doesn't hurt.
No.
There you go. What are you worried about, Carl?
Who's this person who everyone's testing on in your class?
It's not one person.
One person. There's like, when a patient comes in and they've got a problem, your boss, the consultant, he does his finger up, and if he finds something, he goes to the patient, is it alright if the student has a feel as well? Then the student puts on a glove, puts the sleeve on the glove, and sticks his finger up and sees what he comes out with.
Rob, I wish you could see Carl's face. I mean, his face when you said, and he says, can this fella have a go as well? He looked horrified that he thought it was a free-for-all, like there's a queue of people trying on gloves and going, let's have a go. That looks good up there. What have you found?
No, I mean, how come you had to sort of... Is it not something you could test on yourself rather than waiting for other people to come in? Because then, you know...
It's an awkward position to get to, really, isn't it?
Well, but you can have a good rummage then without feeling too awkward, but to sort of have a go on your first patient when you don't really know what you're looking for anyway, do you know what I mean?
Never really thought about it.
Because you don't, if you've never done it before, you pop your finger in there, and you've got to sort of look, you've got to have an expression on your face like you know what you're finding.
Well, they can't see what you look, they can't see your face.
There. You got the big boss consultant man going, now move your finger there and you'll probably feel this. But he's just done it, he knows what's there.
Well, what? Oh, so he's already had a go. He's had a feel, and he's going right. If you feel to the right, that's the conglomeracy or whatever.
The conglomeracy, yeah. His conglomeracy is in perfect working order.
Well, that's. I'm still.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Karl is probably the worst patient you'll ever encounter in your medical career. Good luck with your finals, and thanks very much.
And do you know any female doctors who do this? Or?
Thank you. XFM 104.9. Thank you.
Josh Rouse, it's the night time on XFM 104.9. Steve Merchant, Ricky Gervais, Karl Pilkington, and what is it time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right then. So there's this monkey, right? In Canada. It's in a zoo in Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal, right? And what happened was all the people in the zoo sort of said, you know, what can we do? Sort of spice the day up a bit, right?
Yeah.
So they left...
Embellishing. No way this is a news story.
Let him read the news.
Okay.
So they left...
Any dates?
Just let him read the news. Well, you wouldn't interrupt Moira Stewart.
There's an out
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say... Right, there was a monkey, right? In Canada, right?
Just finish the beer all night.
A couple of weeks ago, in this zoo in Canada.
Right. Jesus.
They got a camcorder.
Right.
And they said, let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So, anyway, they passed it around.
Won a BAFTA.
And a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were, like, filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who
annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though. They're not monkeys, they're apes.
He was a dab hand at it, right? He was like filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice nude and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't.
Is this the news? What are you talking about? Is this the news?
Steve, it's so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab hand. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started... at night, like when the zookeepers went home, he started filming like other monkeys on the go, like whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of the zoo.
You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day, and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
this is honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop him now?
So they thought, like, actually, there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems, what have you. So let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue. This is so untrue. It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey.
So
it's so untrue.
Right?
Rick, I don't know who to believe.
Oh, Karl, you're talking so much shit again. You must know that's not true. There's no way.
There's a load of tapes out.
Look at me. Don't keep talking. Look at me. Yeah. You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this news?
All here. You had to go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got the full story. You're still not happy.
There is no way that by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen. Right. He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. Two, they go, I don't know. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is good shit. This porn's good shit. Anyway, look at that. He's got a lovely shot. Yeah. So this is ridiculous.
Let me just recap because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn, and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he directing? Can you hear him saying stuff? Can you hear him go?
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2, and 3, and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes because what happened was they said he's quite good at this.
Oh,
and the animals are happy having him around because he's not a human. He's just one of the gang. Do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
talking shit.
There was and you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan. So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of. Where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's no way this is happening.
Can we just hear the end?
Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear the end.
The end is really that he's going to China. He's filming the pandas and what.
No, he's not. They wouldn't send a monkey director. They would not send a monkey director. Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen, possibly the greatest rock song of all time. I don't know. Big words.
Big words indeed, but I echo them.
Well, we're running out of time. We've got to get on with the show. It's near the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope the scientists stuck in a big, I don't know, hut in the middle of nowhere in pitch darkness, 10 of them.
I imagine they've been fascinated, Rick, by the finger up the arse discussion. We had
Chinese don't age well, gingers, all that.
The big fat kid.
Well, actually, they're probably securing the knowledge that if they want to kill some time and it's dark, there's anything better than stick your finger up someone else's arse.
Exactly.
So enjoy that. But they've been hanging on for Rockbusters clues, I imagine. Here's the answer. So give us the clue again quickly.
All right. So the first one was the fella let his wife know how he got the bruise on his legs.
Go on.
Right. That was Courtney Love. Yeah. Courtney Love. So that's Courtney Love.
So that's
the first one. CL.
So that one's fine.
The second one. That Potter lad.
What am I doing? Letting that one go?
Just let it go.
Am I just letting that go?
Annoyingly, we haven't got time to take issue with it, Rick.
Okay.
That Potter lad, he's got a lot of bottle, hasn't he, doing all that stuff with the wizards and that.
Go on.
That's Brave Harry, the Bravery, current sort of XFM band, the Brave Harry, that works as well.
No, it doesn't.
And the last one.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't work.
The Buddhists.
It doesn't work.
Won't be able to get in their temple without
Doesn't
these.
work. Brave Harry. It doesn't work. Brave Harry.
The
Brave Harry.
Buddhists won't be able to get in their temple without these. TM. That's the monk keys, right? So who got all them?
The monk keys.
Who got all them? Right.
Which band are called the Monk Keys?
The Monkeys.
Oh, the Monkeys.
Yeah, the Monkeys. Right. So who's the winner this week?
The winner this week is Gina.
Well, we're letting that go, yeah.
Gina got them all right. I think her text said she was from Horrorstead. I don't know. I've never heard of that place, but I assume that's right. But Gina, you win that selection.
I can't believe she got them. I cannot believe she got them. But she goes wins those and also goes into the prize draw. We'll have 6 people competing for that original Matt Groening thing. If you go to rickygervais.com, you can see Matt actually doing that. We've got a signed Nigel Tufnell and original drawing of us as Flanimals.
If you want to see it, xfm.co.uk/Ricky. If you want to have a look at the picture. And
well, that's it. It's 3 o'clock. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
More drivel next time.
A shaven monkey.
Right.
1:05 then, already, of a Saturday, so I'm Ricky Gervais. That was Placebo, with special needs, which brings me to my next point. With me, Karl Pilkington.
Karl Pilkington, there he is.
Steve Merchant, 104.9.
That's it.
We're back then.
Well, for one last time.
Well, it's certainly the end of the season. We're away for at least, 2 months. We're doing the Office special, and possibly forever, depending on whether Karl decides he wants to carry on with this. Because, we do this for fun. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do this for, money. Obviously not.
The kind of money you're earning, Rick, you do not need to do this.
I don't need to. It's quite honestly beneath me.
Yeah.
We don't need to do it to further our career because it's embarrassing being on XFM.
You're say, do not even bother cashing those XFM checks. It's not worth your while.
No, it's not. The time it took to sign them,
exactly,
it wasn't worth it. So we do this basically to ridicule Karl on a large sort of platform. I say large platform.
Yeah,
XFM. No other radio station will have us.
It's roughly the same as standing up in McDonald's.
I imagine so. But of a lunchtime though.
Yeah. Or when it's just the cleaning staff mopping up.
Yeah. So if Karl doesn't come back, he's breaking up the 3-way partnership.
He's very much Sting, isn't he?
Yeah.
1986, 87?
Exactly.
He's going to go off and sort of make some quite poor, sort of jazz-inflected white man soul, and leaving us to go about our business.
Play pizza places.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to go into sort of maybe writing
say, Dad, why can't I be in the CIA?
Yeah.
You don't know anything about it. You're a drummer.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Do you think anyone cares?
I wouldn't have thought so. Because I think if someone was interested in having some good chat and some great laughs, they'd spend more time with their friends.
Yeah, or listen to another radio station.
Or listen to a decent radio show. I think
something like that,
they listen to XFM for some music to have on in the background that's loud enough so they can hear it while they're hoovering.
Yeah, I don't think our fans hoover.
Well, true.
I think you've got to have...
Or shoot up, whatever.
I think you've got to have a house
yeah,
to hoover. I'll tell you what they do want, though, some great music.
They do indeed.
They'll be saying, since you've been gone. See that? That's the sort of link I can do if we stay
If you
together.
could cut out all the other drivel you speak, you'd be great on Magic.
Oh, yeah. You've got to...
Come on.
I know, you've got a rainbow something, haven't
Rainbow.
you? You got a rainbow something.
Oh, it's rainbow.
Well, I mean, for a last show, that song had everything. It's got 2 guitar solos.
Yes.
It's got a key change. It's got bad grammar, Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow, and that's for Camfield, the Prince of Rock.
Yeah.
He's going to be the king when Vance, just hands over his crown.
Yeah.
And you've still got that on XFM, so, don't worry about us going, oh, you weren't? Oh, okay then. No one cares.
No one cares.
This is our last show, let's make it a good one.
Let me give out the email address, because I imagine there's going to be a flood of emails demanding
please, Carl, keep the team together.
Yes, it's jono.coleman.
Coleman's not a team. He's just a big lad.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
What do you mean, come on? I've got nothing.
Ricky Gervais.
Oh, Ricky Gervais at XFM.
Or Karl Pilkington, because you can do it throughout the week. You can do it throughout the 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the phone number for XFM? 0207. Is it 766 6000? And then just ask people through the car and leave a message on his voicemail.
Yeah.
So email him a lot. 0207 766 6000, I think, and just ask for Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Little Karl Pilkington, little baldy mank twit. And say, please stay.
Yeah.
Please stay. Carl, say something then.
How are
This
you,
is your
mate?
last show. Say hello.
What are your feelings, Carl, so far? I mean, are you cheerful? Are you upset?
Not at all.
No?
Can't wait for 3 o'clock. So it was interesting how Ricky was saying he only does it for the fun. I haven't even got that bit.
Yeah.
I am paid peanuts to work Saturdays, which wrecks me weekend.
Pay peanuts, you get monkeys.
I have no fun.
Yeah.
Right?
You're having a laugh.
And what people
You
forget
love
is-
this. You love this. You love me coming in and having a little chat beforehand and after.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing, innit? Listeners just think, why does he get so moody about it, having Ricky annoying him just on a Saturday?
Yeah.
It's not just of a Saturday.
Why?
It's in the week as well.
Wow. How
it's
do I
way
annoy you?
over the
How do I annoy
recommended
you?
Daily
How
annoyance.
do I annoy you, Carl? So you can't, be specific. See?
The first thing that springs to mind, when I'm trying to work with Steve before saying, come on, let's, find some interesting stuff to talk about, I think you were playing the accordion in the air. Was it the accordion? I mean, it doesn't really matter. They get the idea.
Although I can't play the accordion, so it wasn't very good, was it?
Where did you find an accordion?
I just was one out there, right? And then
So the drum kit he started playing with.
then I had a loudspeaker and I put the accordion for the loudspeaker. Then it loud, those loudspeakers. They're amazing.
My question is this, Carl. Do you honestly think that's going to stop just because we're not on air anymore? He's not going to see you on a Saturday, so he's just going to come in even more often.
Yeah, I can just drop
He
in.
won't bother me as much, though.
I think he will.
And he'll have his fob taken off him, so he won't be able to just wander in.
Of course I won't.
So
What, they're not, do you think they're going to, of course they're going to let Ricky Gervais walk in anytime they want?
Yeah, I might come in, I might do a few trailers, might hang out, with Andrew, going, hey Andrew, how's it going? He go, yeah, we're having a bit of trouble, what do you think? I say, lose that off the playlist, put that one on, sack them.
Yeah.
Let's have a little bit of feeder.
yeah, that's all we want.
Yeah.
Feeder. Forget about tomorrow. At least we're here today, Steve.
Oh,
The 3 of us for an hour and a half more. The last time ever, possibly. It's up to little baldy head manky.
Well-
Karl Pilkington.
a number of emails, Rick. This is from Matthew Davis. I think he very much captures the mood of the email public. His email is just simply titled, "Go, in the name of God, go." It says, why wait till 3? Why not leave immediately and stop subjecting us to this abject
Well,
misery?
Carl did once when he had to get a train.
Of course.
So that's never happened on radio before.
But who knows? I mean, stay tuned. We might shoot off at 20 to 2.
Or we might get better.
We might get better.
We might get better because we've done a bit of planning, because I got Carl round last night
Really?
to do some planning of the show, didn't I? And so we've
Yeah,
got...
I thought you were going to be there, Steve.
No, I wasn't talking about it.
Yeah, well, I called him up and said, why, what we're doing? He said, well, you can come round and, have a chat, maybe get some ideas and that for tomorrow. So I said, is Steve there? Yeah, Steve will be coming, yeah. So, go round. It's close, next to his flat. The pub couldn't be closer. Yeah. Alright?
Yeah.
Unless there was sort of spirits and that in the lift, they couldn't have got closer.
Yeah.
Alright? I turn up, you're not there.
No.
He's lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, I
so-
knew you wouldn't come out if it was just like you thought I was going to muck around. I had to pretend it was work to
Right.
get you out.
So, you weren't there, Steve.
No.
Anyway, so he says, "Oh, come in the flat. You know, got an interesting book that you'll like."
Okay.
So I think, well, that's kind of work. You know, he's trying and that.
Yeah.
So I go in thinking we're going to get some good ideas and that from this book. Couldn't find the book. He looked for about 40 seconds. Said, "Oh, I don't know where it is." I don't know. Come on, let's come in here. Let's have a wrestle. Right? So I'm sat in the lounge. Right? Sat there just chatting to his girlfriend and that, just chatting. He comes wandering out in his underpants.
Yeah.
Well, I was comfortable, yeah.
I don't know if you were comfortable because we were sort of pulled up
But yeah.
right between the crack.
Right.
Looked like, okay, probably like a gay sumo wrestler.
Yeah. And I did a little dance for you, didn't I? Because there was MTV on and I was doing a little dance.
Dancing to Elton John's new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you say? What did you say when I was doing a little dance for you and my pants pulled up? Like, right? Do you remember what you said? You went, I poured him a drink, he was in my home, I'm entertaining him, he goes, "Are you sure you're not a bender?" Is that any way to treat a host?
I think it was the right
outrageous.
time to ask.
But we did do some work, didn't we? Because you got confused and you said, he's, you know, oh God, it's like a child or a cat when it's confused. He went, "Steve reckons in ancient Greece, right, it was better to shag a bloke than a woman." And I went, "Well, yeah. I mean, that's about the male being sort of a first-class citizen, much better, wasn't it? An aspiration
the
to
point
sleep with a
was, Carl,
beautiful man than a beautiful woman."
Women were lower class citizens,
Yeah.
so therefore men were seen as higher class. So to have sexual relations with a man there was no shame in that.
No.
In fact, it was looked upon.
And I
as a
said,
good thing.
"Well, you know, ancient Rome." I said, even Nero, he'd sit in his big jacuzzi and he used to get, you know, pretty boy men to go into the water and just nibble at his testicles while he was having a wash.
He didn't do that.
He did.
No.
Yeah.
And he's not a gay fella.
No, well, no. I mean, you know, I don't know about Nero, but I mean, it wasn't a case of a big delineation between what was heterosexual and what was gay. It was just, you know, whatever you...
So what did this fella do then? This one who's having his...
Well,
having
he
his
was
little testicles?
pretty much top boy, Nero, for a while.
He was in charge.
And, you know, and you did what you were told. If, Caesar or...
But why were people going round there? Why didn't they go, "Oh,
No, they weren't dropping in. It wasn't like the door was opening. I'm just going to see what Nero's doing. It's not like when I pop in here to see you.
Normally what would happen is he'd say, "Come back to my place, I got a book for you."
Yeah.
You pop in.
But
He'd come out in his pants. Elton John would be on.
You'd have probably been like a delivery boy or a stable boy or something, you know, and you'd have popped round there and you'd have gone, "There, right, Nero, there's the tablets of stone you wanted." And they go, "Pilkington, why you are here? Pop on," I don't know why he's French.
What is that?
I don't know why he's French. "Just pop under the water and nibble at my testicles," and you'd have done it.
Because he was Nero.
I wouldn't."
You would have.
There's no way I would have done.
Well, you would
What
have.
have I done? I've dropped a pizza off.
Yeah, you
why
pop
am I
round to
there?
Nero's place with the pizza.
Right. Right, I'd say I've done my job. Right?
Yeah.
That's not the sort of tip I wanted.
No, he'd have said, "Get the little baldy chap to nibble at my testicles," and you'd have the water.
I wouldn't have done it.
No,
Well, you
I
might
put
have
my head
done
on
it.
the
you
wall.
hadn't done it, right.
No, I wouldn't have done it,
Can I just say this, Steve? Not only would you be nibbling his testicles, you'd have been going mad. You'd have been noshing him just for extra. You'd have been doing everything he wanted. You'd have been going, he'd have gone, "I didn't ask you to do that." You'd have been going mental. They'd have been chewing, slurping, smacking, poking. You'd have chopped. You'd have gnawed his packet off. You think you're eating Walker's crisps? There'd be bubbles. There'd be flood. Oh, it'd be horrible.
Beatles from the soundtrack to The Yellow Submarine, actually, and that's Hey Bulldog.
On XFM 104.9, our last show, maybe. Me, Ricky, Steve, and little Karl. All right, Karl? But that book, that wasn't a fake. It wasn't like just a ruse to get you back to show you me and dancing in my pants to Elton John. It's that.
What was your girlfriend doing during that, instantly?
I think she was just getting on with sort of like packing up sort of boxes because we were moving. So
sure.
I don't think.
Well, she's seen it all before.
Yeah. And the book was. Do you remember that book that I showed you? That it was Man's Body, an owner's manual, and it's just like
Yes.
loads of stats and there's one in there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Guinness Book of Records
of men. Yeah, there's one section there that was.
Sorry, hang on. It's not like Guinness Book of Records of men. That just sounds a little bit like you and I were sat around your house looking at a big book, pictures of men.
The big man book.
The big man.
He is a big man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He should be on the front cover.
Yeah, it was a book more about the kind of physical body and
exactly,
about
biology and social and sex and all that sort of stuff. And
we didn't look at the sex
which is where we got the knob news for today from. Right, this is true, right? I read that you'll have someone's eye out. Knob news. Then you've got the jingle.
Yeah.
I read that the smallest ever functioning penis, right, was under 3/4 of an inch when erect.
Extraordinary.
That is bad luck, isn't it? And
Yeah.
it's a micro penis, so it's perfectly scaled down. Just a little look at Carl's face.
Well, couldn't the fella have said, look, right, I'm not happy about it, so don't print it. It's not the sort of press people want, is it?
There wasn't a picture of him. It was anonymous. They didn't read the book and at work next day and go, look at this, Frank. What? Smallest ever penis, half an inch. He didn't go, it's me. He just went, yeah, loser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's have a shower. I'm alright. I'm alright. He must have had to have a little jod with a pair of tweezers.
Yeah, presumably.
Because you couldn't even get a fist. I mean,
No.
that is bad luck, isn't it?
Was he a good-looking fella?
What would you do, right, if he invited you round and said, right, and he was like the king, right, and he went, oh, Carl, can you just go in there and just nibble at it? And you've gone under the water, and you're just about to nibble at it, and you come up and you go, that's tiny. Would you be disappointed or relieved?
Right, well, that wouldn't happen.
No! Carl, I'm saying if it did, would you be disappointed? Would you go, oh, that, I can't even get, I don't know where to start with that? Or would you go, oh, thank God it's not a big one?
You've got to remember that he's the emperor. So you've got to do what he says or he'll have you killed.
What would you do? Would you go, oh, I lovely set of tackle, or, oh, it's not as big as I wanted, or would you secretly think, I'm glad it's not big because I didn't want to, because I'm not that guy?
I'm not even gonna think about it, because I wouldn't do it. I know I wouldn't do it, even back then.
Even back then? What do you mean, even
Well, when was When was Nero at it? What?
Well, the Roman Empire was sort of like 2000.
Well, it stretched
up
for
to
years.
about, yeah. So,
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You'd have to.
I always remember, we're still doing knob news?
Yeah.
Just
Is this
Knob
some
News Extra?
Knob News Extra, excellent.
Well, I didn't do that well at school and that, right? But we had biology.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't take much of it in, but there was one day when it was about, knob news and stuff.
Sure.
And it was all about how, blood, is what makes...
Engorges the erectile tissue.
Sure.
Yeah, it was all about that. And there's this girl in our class called Paula, right? We were sat there watching it, and she fainted. You just heard her go, oh! And she hit the floor, right? Because we were all sat on top of the desk watching this. Right? I wasn't that interested in that.
No.
I wasn't looking at it and that. But Paula, right? She fell over. And the funny thing was, right?
What was it? A video?
Yeah, a video of like this blood.
Yeah.
Doing the business to this fella's member,
Sure.
right? And she fell over, like, and everyone's like, oh, what's up with her? And the teacher was trying to, like, wake her up and give her water and that. And it was really weird, because then the nurse came in, and yet this video was still playing. And the nurse came in, what happened? Well, do you seen this?
Yeah.
And you could hear, like, then it was going on to, like, sex education on the video. It was all done from start to finish. What happens? Da-da-da-da. And by the end, and she was still out cold by the time it got to, like, and then they had a baby.
Yeah.
Right? And that just reminded me
So
of it.
it seems to me that was her sex education class. She fainted when the penis got erect, and when she woke up, a baby was born. That's probably what she thinks happens. She's wandering around now.
And the whole class just missed out a bit because they saw
if
someone
she's ever
faint.
with a bloke and he gets an erection, she just goes, oh, no,
Well, that's it. She was a bit of a class tart, really. That's why everyone was like, what's up with her?
Carl.
No, but she was. Everyone was like, what's up with her? It's not, she's not seen it before. But just reminded me then. Weird. But anyway, yeah, so I wouldn't